go. I'll just mark as pre-show until Wolf is ready. But yeah, so happy to be done with work.
That's my main idea there, Wolf.
Oh no.
Since I can't do the one I was thinking of first, because Meridian's not here.
It's probably for the best that Meridian's not here. I mean, both for the reason why he's not going to be here today, and for the fact that he'd probably use you as an anchor, as he talked about. Which we did have to convince him was an evil deed, which was interesting.
I mean, technically, if I do it voluntarily, it's not.
Cameron, when the bully tells you to go and put yourself in the toilet, don't listen.
No, I avoid it entirely by hiding in a locker.
Then why would you?
Letting it happen is still evil, because you could get grabbed by any sea monster down there.
I can't tell if you're just stupid or if you're actually conniving and trying to get Cook killed. And I'm leaning towards stupid, because to be honest, I can't believe you're conniving. Oh, God.
Who knows? Maybe I want Meridian dead so that someone else can make a new character.
We'd all have to make new characters. It would kill everyone in a 50-mile radius.
It would. You would TPK Season 2. Oh, which I forgot to rename the thing. I guess let's become merchants. Well, actually, this is kind of an appropriate name. I'll save the name change for the next session. When we get our boat. Oh, hey, look, we have 2 people hanging out.
What are you doing here? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Both of you.
Oh, they left.
Proper response.
Well, there was a chat rate of 2 for a second, but...
Depressing. They've abandoned us already.
I'm used to it.
Royce, are you okay? Do you need someone to talk to about being abandoned?
You're about 10 years too late, buddy. I've got alcohol and weed for that now, man. I'm good. Now, if you want to talk about my other depression, about my job, that I'm willing to chat about.
No. See, I'm gonna join that world, and I want to go in as blind as fucking possible so I don't hate my life beforehand.
Oh, Cameron, let me tell you, it just gets worse from here. College, and you think it gets bad, and then you start working. And then you realize, unlike college, you don't get summers off.
No, but unlike college, I get paid.
I mean, most of us in college got paid. Also, why is Cook online? That bastard better not be on... Doesn't his date start
if the
now?
Date got canceled, I will laugh at him.
His movie was at 4:45.
He could have left his computer on. He does it all the fucking time.
That's true.
He does that a lot. He'll forget his computer's on, he'll just leave it, and he won't be able to use it when he gets home, because he'll usually overheat in the many, many hours.
I don't know.
That's the only if he has a game.
Highly suspect.
I mean, here, let me check Snap. Let's see if he's whooping it up yet.
Remember,
that wasn't an innuendo for anything, by the way. I just want to see if he's posting about him actually getting a date. Nope.
He's not really the kind of guy to post that he
He's
got
not
a
a
date.
bragger, so...
I did have to bother him a lot to find out that he had a date, so...
Well, what, did he just ask to not be there with no reason?
He mentioned he wasn't going to be there, and we asked why, and then he mentioned he was going out with, what's her name? That was on stream. Yeah. I won't say it on stream to add a kindness for him. But yeah, he got... basically was going out, and that they were gonna. Then he had told us that he had plans afterwards to go to dinner with them, or with her.
Yeah, so good for him.
Yep.
Also, I've made my decision. Halfling would be what I would do as a therapist. Be great.
Chaston really doesn't care about dating in the group. No interest in the slightest.
That is why he's a single-celled organism.
It's true. It's alright, Chaston. At the very least, I know I can trust you with my green cigars. Because you can't be that depressed if you're not dating. No? Okay.
No stressful dating period.
The fun of it. Now someone is watching. It's giving me an average viewer duration of 4 minutes, so, and that's not me. I don't know
Amy,
who you
I'm
are.
still in the kitchen.
I don't know what you want,
brownies.
but I appreciate your existence. Whether you are a bot.
You are making the stream worth it, Mr. Bot.
Oh,
or
yes.
Mrs. Bot. However you wish to identify, robot.
Alright. Or I'm just seeing the average view duration, and it does include me, and in which case, that's just depressing.
That would be hilarious.
I don't know. Because, like I said, I don't know how it counts, if it counts it once you type, or what. Although it's been interesting, this YouTube channel has been slowly growing. For some reason, like, I'm getting a subscriber a month when we're not really, our videos aren't high quality, in my opinion, so...
No, but they are something you can throw on in the background and just listen to. It's a lot of theater of the mind.
That's true. I'm not one of those types, though. I can't listen to, like, a video like that in the background for some reason.
You can't, but there are a lot of people who do, which may slowly end up leading to this being something.
That's true, who knows? Maybe the Royal Cincy will pick up. Once I finally finish the book, I can actually sell it, maybe. Maybe sell 1 or 2 copies. That'll be victory.
Not including any form of module for it. Probably only 1 or 2, yeah.
I mean, it's just a history thing. I'm not gonna... Yeah, it's not supposed to be a D&D book. It's supposed to be just a history of the world book. That's what it always was. I just added in the capability to play it with a 5th edition or D&D mechanic-like gameplay.
Basically, any TTRPG can utilize this and have a good game.
Pretty much, yeah. And
just everyone who ever plays it needs to remember, Stone the Corrupt is an absolute asshole. There is nothing nice about him.
Listen, you guys watched the whole Gods video, if you have by now, you know, so... Which now that we have a proper ranking... That's true. Now that we have the full ranking, it's going to be really interesting to see how things go in the near future. Because now Wolf has a new step above him, which I know every time that happens, he starts planning something, so...
Great.
Wait,
now
what's the step above him?
The original
God.
The gods who created the wings. Yeah.
I mean, you
go back in time and replace them.
No, I mean,
technically could try.
Log goes back in time to kill Thief, the god of time.
What are you talking about? Log shows up just before Thief.
I'm happy where I'm at.
It's fair. No,
you know what? At least if Log does that, he's sticking to the original party script. Fuckers.
Currently,
Fucks
Log
up the timeline
has
even more.
the longest lasted godhood of any player character, so... That's the,
Yeah. At least in the modern...
I hold the record for shortest.
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's your god in this campaign.
God damn it. I mean, I would almost say Nazarick, because he didn't actually get to make it to godhood. He started ascending and lost it before he became a god.
Oh, yeah, that's
kind of did curb stomp him immediately.
Because he wasn't a god technically at the time. He was becoming one.
That was a good
And I mean,
fight,
I do have to throw
out wasn't. You paralyzed him, and then you just basically flayed him alive.
And I do have to throw out there, technically Wolf doesn't hold the longest for a god life. That'd be Normac, so...
Normac wasn't a character. I took your god in and added him because Gaia fell apart and you wanted somewhere to put it, so...
I had somewhere to put it, and you just were like, hey, throw him here. I was like, fine, works.
Yeah. So it wasn't a player character, first off, and you didn't achieve godhood, you got handed it by me.
I mean, he was a level 20 character with a fucking robot of his own. And
not in my world he wasn't, and as I described in the lore for how that worked, so...
I know, that Pegasus. I went through a lot to keep that fucking Pegasus and get it actually sentient. It was a pain.
But no, I mean, who knows? Now with you guys going into the first stage in the next campaign, we'll see who gets the longest god, because I know Wolf's going to want to join in on that to mess around, so...
Yeah, well, do your histories have, like, set things that have to happen?
There will be certain things
like,
that will happen regardless.
As a specific character, like... and that character is known to die in history, exactly this way, exactly this battle,
none of those characters
path.
are listed like that. I've never had a character listed in my world like that.
Okay.
I never put the ending of a character because that lets players, if they want to play it as their own PC, it gives them kind of the chance to do so.
I know there's the opposite of there are characters that have to live.
There are certain characters that do, but there are ways I've gotten around that before, and how I will continue to get around it. So
no, you told me that before because you said I could play Terra in early thing, but if she died so much, you'd have a way to bring her back because she has to live to the modern ages.
To be fair, so something to note is if due to Log's law, that proves that beforehand there was never a law of against the resurrection magic.
Yeah.
So that means that at no point in history has anyone else risen to that ability because Log, being the one who created it, gained that position. So. But to answer your question, that is the only limitation. I will say, if any of you do manage to become a god, there will be like certain god, or to become a beyond god at that point, you won't be able to make the same law as Log. So
I did my the god thing.
Yeah.
Me and Hunter are shooting for a very different goal this time for stage. And DM, you saw what our monster like was. You know what our goal is.
Yeah, I know.
So you're saying if one of us became the beyond god of truth, then
yeah. You could. That's fully viable as far as it goes, because technically the other ones who are ranked as beyond gods, other than the light and gravity, those are the only other two laws. Kedliz's cataclysm is not technically a law. It's just that's what Kedliz is.
It's a constant action that's
is someone
trying to
who eats solar systems. That's what they constantly renew the worlds by eating things.
So if one. Okay, that gives me when I get her coming in.
Eventually, cataclysm comes to the existence.
When you think about it, entropy is a law.
Mm-hmm.
It's a law in thermodynamics.
Yep.
So like, I don't know. Cataclysm is just kind of a simplified way of saying.
Yes, that was kind of the mentality because of the fact that I, again, didn't have a rule on life and death in my world yet, so that way clerics and such could play as they will. It made no point in doing something of that level. Also, at the time when I was making the character, Cataclysm just sounded a lot better for a god that was ranked as someone who could take on to the others. I needed some sort of power source, and I mean, it kind of fits with what a solar dragon would be. And that's kind of one of the reasons why none of the players will ever run into solar dragons, because you'd basically be fighting something on the same level as Kedliz. Well, probably weaker because Kedliz is ancient and, basically been eating for a long fucking time, but yeah. That's my doomsday. They're now a
Gigatrask.
Yeah, that's my ultimate doomsday. There's nothing the players can do. That's the end of the existence. No one's gonna. That would be it. So
can we try to handle it diplomatically?
Well, Kedliz,
you know what, Geo. You talk to Tharizdun and stop him from ending the world.
You know what? I'll sit there and be his therapist for 1,000 years. Oh wait, my soul's gone. I can't.
You don't need a soul to be a therapist. Have you ever had a therapist?
Therapist.
Yeah, I don't know any therapist that has a soul. I think that's kind of a requirement.
I know 2 of them.
I mean, listen. I don't know about you, but I think those people are lying to you. I think those are just kind people taking your money. Therapists can't have a soul. They have to be neutral in all things.
What are you talking about? None of them are ginger.
Listen, we gingers recognize that therapy is a way of removal of souls. We just don't like to make it public because when people start realizing that, then we lose our food.
Yeah. Well, then you have to go back to
the old
kind
ways.
of medieval times and actually kill people to take their soul.
It's true. Stones.
This is the humane way.
Don't taste right.
This is like vampires eating like cows and shit.
Listen, as therapy has gotten more and more, you've probably noticed I haven't gotten as many freckles in my old age. I've stopped losing them because I don't get as many kills these days. So, I've started losing out. As I'm getting older, I'm getting more tired. It's because there's not enough souls out there. People need to stop going to therapy.
The stronger gingers. Mm-hmm. Hey, you just got to go to like one of those cobalt mines in like Africa and stuff.
Don't you mean diamond?
Frenzy right there.
Yeah, I was watching the video on that. No, yeah, I saw the cobalt mines.
India and Africa and stuff.
There's a big stink about it because technically the companies who are supposed to be getting their cobalt from there, there's only supposed to be like a 5% like serfdom basically. I can't remember what they call it, but it's like a 5% of people working on and digging with their hands, while the rest of it has to be by machinery and like a proper company.
And literally they're crammed in there like fucking herded cattle, all digging with their hands.
It shows you what the world's gonna become like when everything kind of goes topsy turvy.
Hive world.
Oh man. Well, I mean, if the world will end before then. We already know that. We're just waiting for some biologist to randomly let a zombie virus out, and we're just gonna call it good.
Plus, we're not gonna see that end of the world, you know.
Oh.
No,
we're gonna die of old
age.
Hundreds of years before that apocalypse happens.
I'm just hoping zombies come out here soon. You know, I'm getting tired of paying taxes. I'm willing.
I don't think zombies will stop us from paying taxes.
Listen,
zombies or a nuke.
If the zombies come out, I'm gonna be honest. The IRS is gonna have to come get that money the same way the zombies would, because they ain't gonna be handing it over at that point.
I mean, I'm not against this idea, but the IRS has more guns.
I don't know about that. I feel like a lot of people would quit. But no, 100% as far as it goes. Man, if it can happen, it's, you know, with the world getting more and more involved in a world war, there's talk that this whole Ukrainian thing's going to expand more and more. Now that they're putting, suddenly there's military exercises going on the Polish border. It just takes a little bit longer, and then it's going to take one biologist or, you know, person who studies disease to screw up, and boom.
Justin, go make the zombie virus, give it to Royce, let him decide when the day zero is.
I said working on it. God, don't rush perfection. God.
I know who Zero Patient will be, but the only thing, it'll be hard to let him walk away afterwards. I could be a hero and legally shoot them, or I could let the end of the world happen and let them survive. I don't know which is better.
I'm now terrified that he's referring to me.
No. No, it's someone much closer. Much closer.
You can't do that to Wolf.
I know you're waiting for a reaction.
It's not Wolf. It's not Wolf by a long shot. Nope. Much closer is accurate. Oh, man.
Royce, you're not allowed to infect yourself.
What? No. I'm not that old yet. I still got a good couple of years in me of, you know, being out in the wilderness and running around. You know? It takes one change in my diet and boom, I'm fucking nature ready. Let's go. I already got the vegetarian thing down, man, with the black bean burgers. So delicious. Yeah, man.
All right, motherfuckers. I'm done eating.
Nice.
I'm fully fueled.
And ready to make us fear for our
fully
lives.
Stoned.
A stone dungeon master is not gonna be an easy dungeon master.
I mean, we can say this about Wolf when he's stoned. He's a lot more chill.
If that's all it takes to convince you, Cameron, you're gonna die early when the world ends.
Royce,
yes.
If it's something that I can survive, I will survive like a fucking cockroach. If it's something I know I won't, I'm just gonna make it faster on myself. There's a roof available.
That's the most depressing thing I've heard today. Huh.
I will say, if we get most kinds of zombies, I'm big chillin'. I'm very confident in myself.
Yeah.
If we get World War Z, I am legend shit.
Or I'm gonna say
Listen,
this: if we get a huge
I'm gonna make it very quick, painless, and even euphoric for me and my beautiful wife.
No, I'm
because
going for it.
Because I know she could not survive that.
I'm going for it.
And you will have our spirits behind you.
As long as I can go, I will fight on.
However,
I will haunt all of them and make all of their taints super itchy.
What? No!
I will say this, Royce, you'll have my spirit behind you, but I cannot promise I won't trip you.
You're the worst kind of friend. I want you right now. The only person ranking decent right now is Chaston. That's because he's not talking. I'm gonna be honest right now. I am not saving any of your asses.
I never asked you to.
One wants my taint to be itchy, and the other wants to trick me into death. I don't know which is worse.
Wolf was gonna help you.
I'm in a decent position. Unless those things are aquatic, I can just get in the boat and get out of here.
No, Chaston,
the
we're
gators
will
get him before the zombies get Chaston.
That's probably fair. Oh man.
I'm gonna set up like a knockoff houseboat. I'll go fucking.
And I have to say, apparently gators are very resistant to most diseases. So
if the gator can turn into a zombie, Florida's fucked. There won't be Florida. It'll be Gatorland.
However, if the gator can digest a zombie, Florida's going to spread through. It's going to be United Nations of Florida.
I mean, people will start taming gators, I feel like. And Florida's probably the first place it would happen.
No, actually, in theory, gators should be fine from a virus like that because their bodies can fight them off without ever having been... They basically fight them off as if they've been given... a way to fight it off before, as if they'd be given a vaccine.
Yeah, an antibiotic.
So, they should be okay.
I mean, but doesn't that make their bite extremely toxic and probably to contain the virus? Because isn't that the whole thing of that one lizard that supposedly has the most toxic of the reptilian mouths you can have? I forget what it's called. It's like a giant iguana or something.
However, I'd be more worried about zombie snakes.
Fair. Bro, if the reptiles start coming back, they don't talk about that in the zombie books I listen to. They talk about the other animals, but if reptiles start coming back, we're gonna have a real fucking problem. Cause I'm not getting hunted by some giant anaconda snake. That's a zombie.
You're not. You don't want to be in Resident Evil 2 in the Spencer Mansion from Resident Evil 2.
No, I'm just thinking Anaconda, the actual movie.
We know how to get
Anaconda. Don't.
What was that, Chaston?
We've talked about how to get anacondas off somebody. You know how to deal with it.
However, does it work on a zombie anaconda? Chaston,
I don't know.
I don't think we're going to practice it, but I feel like, Cameron, if you want to stay alive long enough, I'm willing to use you like a baseball bat,
One of the person that adopted Beast suggested I go get my legs amputated and just get fucking prosthetics put on so my ankles won't hurt as much.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You still have phantom pain.
I'd still have phantom pain from my ankles. I'd still have and then I'd have real pain from the nubs.
Yeah, especially because you're too poor to be an amputee. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I would immediately have to go get on disability. No.
Yeah, you want to get a job before you ever want to deal with that kind of life. Get a government job if you're gonna do that. Work for the IRS. Join the enemy.
I mean, I could. I'm getting an accounting degree. They'll accept that.
And my advice is when you go to DC to see what the IRS looks like at their offices, and you see the hanging rope that's above every office that is free of use by legal contract when you sign on to join the IRS, you'll notice that they like to clean the bodies every week. So you'll never see a happy
that's
accountant.
why I will make sure if I can, I will make sure I work. I'm the only IRS agent that works from home.
You won't be able to. The IRS, you have to work. Government employees have to work in office. Yeah.
Find a way.
Good luck.
Because commutes are not my friend.
All right, boys. Who wants to play D&D?
Let's dungeon some motherfucking dragons.
Hell yeah. Alright, motherfuckers. Eeny, meeny, miny, Chaston, recap.
Oh, god damn it.
The only sober one.
What are you talking about? I'm perfectly sober.
Wait.
Cameron's got brownies.
Sober.
He's lying to us. We know the truth.
I am perfectly sober.
He's bogarting all the brownies, which is even worse.
I have a sugar high and have caffeine in me.
An army came marching in. We fucking DM was kind of right originally of the whole time of the lapse thing because the memories reset wasn't quite right. It was just time reset in the area. We tried to fight an army. I shit talked to God. Geo said screw you to Thurston after ringing Paylor to fight him. We all died. Everything reset. Only Santo remembers.
And now Santo has Gio's body in a barrel.
I do.
And we're leaving, because we spent the whole week trying to figure out what we would do instead of saving people, because we'd rather not trying to save people like that and die.
Do Gio a favor, at least save the one kid. Tell him to run.
No, we're leaving. That was what we said that at the last part, that we were leaving immediately.
That's fair.
I think Chaston said he wanted to get something. I can't remember what, though.
He already got it. He has an urn for when he does destroy Gio's body.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we were going to head out of town.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't remember what the town was we were heading to, but I have to pull up the map.
We were in Jotunfell.
And I think the agreement was for Earthreach more than the other two choices. Because we didn't know, because we haven't been there, if Glass Basin had a proper dock. Which I guess now is the time to ask. Wolf, does Glass Basin have a dock that's facing outwards?
You're listening.
Out towards the ocean, not the swamp.
Yeah.
Let me fucking check real quick.
I just wanted to give that clarification.
That's a fair question.
Oh, that's soothing.
Yeah, because I had considered going over there, but then as we looked at it, we were like, it might not have.
Yeah, soothing, right?
Yeah.
It was Gio's death music.
Hey, Gio, thanks, man. I feel a lot more comfortable.
It's some good
This
music.
is the music his soul died to.
I don't know what you guys are listening to because I have Me6 permanently muted on my hand.
So do I.
That's fair. Morning
fuck is wrong with
peace
you?
music. Well, I have to have it usually muted as well because of the fact that we can't have it on stream usually. So
Yeah, copyright and shit.
For those wondering, I was listening to the music box version of Home from Undertale.
I
I'm
mute it.
playing it, yeah.
Here.
That's fair.
Gotcha.
What's the city you guys were talking about?
Glass
No,
Basin.
It's right next to Vandenberg.
Fuck, is that north
through
or
the
south?
Swamp? That's
South, right? That's
Yeah.
southwest.
That's on the southern portion of the continent.
Yeah,
Yes.
southwest.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's southwest over by your swampy
Oh,
area.
there it
It's
is.
right above the fucking swamps.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was the question? Do they have a port?
have a dock facing outwards so we'd be able to get on the water and not just the lake?
They do have a dock in the lake. They don't have a dock on the ocean.
So we
Okay,
have to
This
do-
village that kind of lives between does pretty. They're pretty low technology, and
I mean,
they don't have docks or ships or anything. They're
There's another
just
option.
hunters in this forest.
Alright, and that decides then, yeah, we're going to Earthreach because we don't have another choice if we want to do boating.
That does give us another option of build up that city.
Later, not
Yeah.
now.
We have no money, and we don't have the money to do anything like that. Yeah.
No, not for mass building. So yeah, our choice is either Earthreach or do DM secondary plan and go walk to Ragnarok.
I mean, so my idea was basically that we could buy a wagon probably in Tarville Keep or in Erdogan, and then use that.
DM, if you want to, we can fully go Ragnarok. We would just be going to Nilfdorf instead of Black Iron at that point.
Cameron left. I mean, I'm fine with Ragnarok, but we don't have Cook with us to do the Forsaken Pass, and I have a very bad feeling that the reason it's called Forsaken Pass is because something wants to kill people in there.
It's also a really long walk to get there. We might not even get there this session.
It is the safest
In the
route.
route for that area. Yeah, no, I got that. I understand what you're
far
talking
better
about.
than going around and through the Forsaken Wastes.
It's true.
So, DM, your call. Do you want to take the long sail? Because you were mentioning you didn't like sea monsters, or do you want to go walk it?
I didn't have an issue with sea monsters. No, I just thought that you guys would be pissed if we lost the boat to a sea monster.
I kind of would be. That's why I'm asking.
Well, it depends if we can't find a wagon at Tarville Keep as we're traveling along, because we have to go that way through there anyways. Then and a wagon and like a horse or something to pull us, then there's no reason to join on. Because otherwise, the only other reason to go that way is if we fall into merchants that are traveling that way and they're looking for a guard.
Well, did they have wagons? We've been to Tarville like 3 times now.
You've been to Tarville like twice now.
We keep going up and down and running into Tarville.
Yeah. But it kind of depends. I'll say one time you did see they had like one wagon up for grabs at the place that had horses and shit. But the other time you went, you did not see one. So
the only other option is we'd have to hit one of the taverns that is probably close to the city gates for one of the traveling merchants, and see if any of them are going that way and are looking to hire a guard. I mean, because we look impressive enough to be a guard, that we can offer our services, as well as because it'll help us get our traveling expenses taken care of.
All right, if that's the game plan, I'm down for it.
Because we
don't have to commit to a boat when we have a set location, so I'm down to not commit to a boat yet.
Because we can't, I mean, yeah, just traveling with merchants to maybe protect them for the time being may be our best bet if we don't think in Earthreach we can get. However, if we want to deal with the Earthreach stuff that Santo's been reading about, that's the other option.
He'd be reading about it by the time you guys get to, after you guys start traveling, because he had to deal with.
Yeah, we have the Earthreach stuff, but we also can't. We don't have the whole party to do the Earthreach stuff. It's more concerned. Plus, we can look into the other side of it when we go up north, because we're going to get near the city where they're actually taking from Wolf Hollow.
Okay. We can hit Wolf Hollow along the way and just make that our...
Yeah, so... We can do the opposite side. People are actually...
I will say, you're probably not going to reach any of these places today.
Well, no, we understand that. We're just thinking long-term where to go.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because if we're gonna say yes, hey Wolf, we're gonna do this, we want to know, hey, this is what the general plan is as long term goes.
Yeah, I'm thinking full. Yeah, we could walk to Ragnarok, walk through, and walk to Nilfdoff, get a cart out.
I mean, yeah, we could probably join on with another crew going up all the way up to the north. Where is the city that you said?
Nilfdoff?
Tarville Cape.
No, the one that Wolf Hollow. I see it way up there. Yeah. So as we're heading up there, we can kind of. Once we can figure out who the lord of the area is, because I imagine not many of us would probably know the politics in this area, of that area specifically.
No.
Then we can report it to whoever is actually an authority who might do something about it once we have a better understanding of what's going on in the area. So, do we want to go all the way up to Nidvar eventually as the goal and then do that, or do we want to instead continue with the plan of purifying the weapons first and then going and helping the slaves?
Well, the longer you're carrying
I was saying
body and whatnot.
Yeah.
The weapon, because we go to Nilfdoff, which has one of the 2 biggest churches, and then we'd be near Wolf Hollow.
Nilfdoff, where is that?
It's to the left of the things of the map of the Alliance.
The Alliance.
Because that's the other place with the big church we could go to.
I'm just trying to find left of the Alliance.
It's at the very top.
Top of the map, right next to the Immaculate Alliance.
In the middle.
Right
by the banner for
but we'd have to go through the mountains, yeah. I mean, that was the other option, and getting there we'd be able to get a full understanding of the politics in the area. That's fair. Because I'm guessing they at least have a basic understanding.
It would be a 2-for-1 for missions.
Okay.
So Nilfdoff might be at this point.
So basically Tarville Keep to... What is that?
Tarville Keep to Erdogan to
Ragnarok, and then we'll see if we can find some merchants or something to go through the Forsaken Bay. Okay. So yeah, there you go, Wolf. I guess we'll just be hoofing it until we, and then see if we find anything in Tarville Keep about going through the Forsaken Pass, but if no one's going, we'll just continue on.
Amazing. I will say, Meridian's plan was to split from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And go get his boat that is in the river.
He didn't
and
say
meet
get.
you at... What did he say?
He didn't say get the boat. He said check on the boat.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't want to carry the boat back with him.
Because he knew we talked to him about this as a possibility. He didn't say he was grabbing.
Gotcha.
He's just checking out to make sure it's okay.
It's still there, not sunk or something.
And also, I mean, we would decide this as we're leaving the town, I imagine.
We'd be able to be talking about this while we get ready to leave.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
He
you
would
guys...
know.
Yeah, that's fair.
We just originally had planned for doing the boat because we were thinking about dealing with the slavers, so...
Sounds good. You guys get on your way. Gorian lets you guys know. You guys go on ahead. He is going to try and find the donkey, and catch up with you guys.
Okay.
And he splits off from the rest. And thus, Gorian's not going to be here today, so
fair.
His character exits for this session. And you start heading south. It's been a hot minute. We've had a few sessions in between, but I'm going to need our first D100 roll for this first day of travel.
On it.
So this
34.
Oh, shit.
What'd you say?
34.
Oh, so at this point, is it just Elle and Santo kind of traveling down the road?
Yes.
Okay.
It is just the two of you. If you have any conversation you want to make.
No, I was just curious. In general.
I will be showing Elle the stuff about the slavers, everything in Gio's book, his journal.
Oh, that's what you were asking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through the book that I had and
Cameron told me about this stuff last night, and I was like, oh, okay.
Because I remembered, wait, there was more in his journal that was important, and I focused solely on the stuff the info dump could have been in the front. So I figured that this stuff would come later in the journey, but I guess Santa's the fastest fuck reader.
I will specifically point out to Elle about Wolf's Hollow being like their grab location.
Okay. Interesting.
There would also be a page just with fuck noosh written on it a bunch of times.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Fuck noosh. Fuck noosh. Love it.
He hated that grung
34.
for good reason.
Okay. I will make note of my the Wolf's Hollow in my journal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. 34. You guys get on your way. Despite the unease of not remembering what Santo has just filled the party in on this morning, these past few days that happened, and then time was rewritten, bringing you all back to life.
Wording, he thought it was a vision, not what happened.
Oh, gotcha. Right. He has a vision of the future. And Gio, who has died in his sleep. The party splits. It's the two of you on the road as you climb this extremely long, steep hill up out of the valley that Jotunfell lies in, and Santo, you remember in your vision, looking down on this valley, right after this new god was brought back to life, running down into the city where eventually you all died. And it's not the worst thing in the world that you're leaving here. It's lost a lot of its wonder. And it's time to get out. And Elle, your job has been fulfilled. You came here with a purpose, with a boss who is gone now. You've been well, paid and then refused payment.
I got my payment in the end.
And you are out of service.
True.
And looking for your next adventure. And you guys head south up into this forest, a bit higher in elevation. You see this kind of low mist rolls over the ground, covering the pretty scarcely dense forest floor that you guys are walking through. Because I know L's is probably not super high.
15.
15.
Yeah,
what's
passive
yours?
perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want my passive perception?
Yeah.
28.
Fucking Christ. Bro can see a speck on an ant's ass.
Dude, I was talking to Dre and I was like, yeah, man, it's colder than a witch's tit out here. And she was like, what? What the fuck did he just say?
When you've been watching too many D&D videos.
Exactly. Mm. Cameron?
I think Seeker's trying to stealth.
No, it's a 4. I get diss on that still.
You guys have made it about to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a beautiful day, no clouds in the sky. The sun's shining down, and it's not too hot, but it is very, very comfortable. And this light kind of dapples through the canopy of these trees, this forest you're walking through. And it's very peaceful. Santo.
Yeah.
You don't catch movement or hear anything, but you do see the sun kind of reflect off something in your vision and like shine in your eye for half a second before you walk out of the beam. And you kind of like stop, backtrace a little bit, and find this beam of light that's kind of reflecting off something that's in the bushes, just off the road, and about 40 feet behind you two. But you're not able to tell what it is. It's just light reflecting from the sun.
I'll kind of look to L after like looking at it and be like, do we want to check or?
Huh? What?
Well, yeah. Once L has rolled and been smoking one of these like thick, like 1.5 inch thick green cigars, just the fattest blunt. And he's been smoking it all morning as you guys have been walking through this trail. So he kind of like, you have to point it out to him a couple times before he notices it. But L, you see it too now.
Huh.
It's like a little piece of metals in the bush.
Last time we picked up something random, I feel like it had an ominous feel to it. Or was that sometime else? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't feel anything ominous or anything. It's just a weird glint in the bush. I don't think bushes do that.
I mean,
then again, I haven't seen bushes.
I can hit it with my mace. Maybe it's a baby dragon. I have an idea if we can find some baby dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of... Do you know what... I mean, it could be a dragon's egg. figure it's metallic. Let me see, what spells do I have? I can identify it.
Since I can see the glint, I can see something. If it's living, I can command it to come out.
I mean, we could also cast blindness and deafness and just go start smacking the bush. I mean, I know it's not a good idea, but it is an idea. Yeah, go ahead and try and command it, see if it'll come out.
I will cast command. I have to think of the single word. And I will say approach. That is a wisdom save if the little, if they exist.
Cameron, roll a wisdom save.
All right. I can't save against this very, very wise person.
No,
although I will say that's a decent wisdom save of a 14, but
normally it'd be pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah, at this level, pretty all right. Yeah, you are given the command to approach.
I will start exiting the bushes.
Wait, is that a robot? Or like one of them Warforged things that you hear about in books? Or if you can read about?
It could be a gnome in, like, plate armor.
If I smack... We could we could test it. If it's just wearing a full plate armor suit, it might be easier. If we kick it over on its back, it won't be able to get up.
If it's not a gnome, let's see if it speaks first.
It's a fair point. Could be a dragon. Maybe, given... It could be just about anything after what we've seen out here with Bane and all, when he was out here looking with that deer.
Oh, you like to say you're the talker, so go ahead.
The Seeker's going to just blink for a minute.
I'm gonna Elle's gonna kind of step forward, kind of side to side, looking about. Are you a gnome or a dragon?
I am an auto-gnome.
I'm gonna look back at Santo and be like, I don't know what the hell that is.
Santo just shrugs. He's not school smart. He doesn't know.
Can I do a history check to see if I know what this is? Or something?
Have either of you seen a short frogman with purple eyes?
Who's asking?
Designation Seeker, sent by Grist.
I think it's a golem.
I think I saw grist in the book.
What's a grist? Is it like food?
It's a person's name.
Who names
Santo,
themselves
you would have
after
read
food?
this book. You would have read this in the book. That is the person who spent their time training Geo when he was in the Astral Sea.
Well, the easiest way to show, because it was given to him, Santo will reach into the bag and pull out... Oh.
I think Wolf, I think his Discord's crashing on him. Because Discord's been having major issues all week. The current phone app doesn't work right now, so you have to use it on PC. Yeah, the most up-to-date Discord, at least from my understanding, that was the whole thing, that Discord on your phone doesn't work right now. You have to...
I'll say it's just... Can
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, vibes. No, I just got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, sorry, I was describing something. Yeah, your systems fail you, Seeker. As you are overtaken by this spell commanding you to approach.
Yeah, I stepped out of the bushes and blinked at them for a bit, and they decided to have Elle approach me.
Can I get a history check to tell what this thing is? Or something?
Roll. There is no history check that you could roll, even on a nat 20, that would tell you what this is.
Any sort of understanding of what this creature could be, because otherwise it looks like a gnome in plate or some sort of really poorly polymorphed dragon.
So
we can make a call in wordplay. He's called an auto. He called himself.
Yeah, I did say I am an auto-gnome when you asked me what I was.
That's why I said I think he's a golem.
if we know what the word auto means, which I'm not very smart, but I might, then we might be able to put something together of what he could be.
I'm only got a 12 in intelligence.
Absolutely. I will say, and I do want to emphasize this, just so it's super fucking clear. Warforged don't exist.
That's what I said.
World.
I think he's a golem.
Yeah. No one's ever seen anything like him before. Plus, you can immediately tell. You recognize adamantine. You recognize mithril. You don't recognize
the dark accents.
the accents. You don't recognize what his eyes are made of, and you don't recognize what his hair is made of. But all of him just passively resonates extremely powerful magic.
Santo, I'm standing by it. I think he's a really stupid dragon that polymorphed badly.
No, I think he's some kind of animated armor given.
That's a golem. If he was a golem, he'd be smarter than to walk out in the open like this, if being made of that. No one would leave a golem that dumb out and about.
No. I was issued an order to come out via spell, so...
Well, yeah, but you were hiding poorly in a bush.
I'm looking for a short frogman named Geo. He has purple eyes.
So is going to reach into his bag and pull out Geo's...
I don't... No.
What?
Don't pull him out.
I'm not. Would you let me finish?
Oh.
I'm pulling out his ring of warmth.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, that's right.
Because it's his item.
I forgot he had a ring of warmth.
That was his starting item.
Why did you... Okay.
It was a random rolled item.
Interesting.
So I'll hold out his little Astral Sea looking ring of warmth.
That belonged to him. It was a gift from Grist. How did you get it? Seeker's going to look at Santo and just approach slowly, walking over, not doing anything terrible, just walking over to get closer to him to look at him.
He traveled with us for a while. He's not around anymore.
I was wondering where he ended up.
Yeah.
Because remember, Meridian and I didn't even notice that he was dead. We just went downstairs to get breakfast.
You didn't notice. Santo, when he filled you guys and of the vision, I mean, you guys all would have noticed his body before Santo stored it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Everybody in that room and in that party knows Geo's dead.
Plus, Santo walked in an urn written on it.
The journal?
I have the journal, but I also have an urn with his name written on it.
Oh. That explains why he fell out of contact for a time.
So why are you looking for him? Who are you? You say you're sent by some grist fellow, but you don't look like you're, well, dressed for a kind confrontation.
I was restored by Captain Grist's orders and sent to find their shipwright trainee in case he needed assistance.
A little late.
Yes, timing was not perfect.
I'm gonna be honest, Santo. This thing's a walking dragon beacon. You know that, right?
Most things don't know what I am.
Well, I can identify at least some of you. Yeah,
well, how much does adamantite and mithril in that quantity go for? Because the only metals we know about.
Adamantine and mithril in this quantity. His body, it's extremely strange. The closer and closer you look at it, the weirder it gets. This metal is very obviously solid. If you wrapped your hand on it, if you knocked like a sword against it, you'd hear the clang. It's solid metal. movements aren't mechanical like a golem's. It's not imitating the movements of a person. Like, this is a... You see the metal shift and move as if it's like liquid being able to be like pushed into this form. It's not... There are no joints in him. At least none visible, like you would see on golems. Everything is completely internal, and the metal folds and wraps and moves in very organic ways. However, you are still able to tell at least that these are adamantine and mithril, and you know that this quantity would go for thousands of gold pieces.
Dragon bait, boo-ha-ha. Just calling it now. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, Santo. We if we're taking this thing with us, to be honest, you know we're just asking for trouble.
I mean, aren't we all ready with the other thing we're carrying?
Yeah, Meridian is kind of a problem. That's a fair point.
I'm just not... That's not what I meant. I won't correct you.
L knows. That was the point.
Yeah,
what's your name, little dragon bait?
Designation is Seeker, and Seeker is wearing some plate armor, as you can see, that is differently colored. And on his side, not that he's using it, he has a mace that has a dark oak handle and a head of blackened steel trimmed with gold.
Can I sense the hatred of divine coming off that?
No, you don't sense anything coming off of it.
Okay, just out of curiosity.
And on his back, he has a rod that looks pretty normal for right now.
Normal on you is not really normal for anyone else, just to make that clear.
Other than its blue coloration, it looks like a normal big stick.
On a robot worth thousands.
This very strange weapon, it is magical, but it's not activated or attuned to right now. That's why you feel nothing coming off of it.
So we're gonna call you Dragonbait, because really...
You call me Seeker.
So Santo, what are we doing with Dragonbait? Do we bring him along or do we leave him here?
I mean, we're just walking to a location. If he follows us, that's fine.
I will contact Berg and Grist and inform them of Geo's passing.
We're gonna end up with fucking cats following us at this rate. They're gonna show up at our campsite, eat our food, and then they're never going to leave us alone.
As I was complaining
about cats.
Yeah, Seeker is going to grab the sending stone from his pouch, from one of his pouches, and just pull it out and utilize it to inform the crew on the Sky Shard that Geo died.
Bro, don't just pull it out. What the hell?
Yeah, he whips it out and
Geo has passed
really close to his mouth and starts speaking into it.
Geo has passed. Should I travel and recapture the body? And that'll be the question to the crew, to the captain and Berg.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
There's a long pause on the other end, and you know there's like
it takes time.
It takes some time, especially going between planes, but this is longer than usual.
Worrying.
And then his voice comes back. Yes. Yeah. Bring his body home.
Aye, aye. Which he doesn't. The sending stone can't be used more than once a day, so that doesn't go through. It's just Seeker following through with what he's been told to do. He's going. Seeker's then going to look at Santo and Meridian. I have been ordered by the captain to retrieve his body to bring it home.
Well, it's not currently safe to retrieve. That's why we're going where we are, to fix the issue.
Then I am to go with you.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm back. Sorry.
You've just been. Seeker just told you that he was informed to bring the body back, and that if he can't take it now, he's traveling with you.
Oh, fuck, we gotta take Dragon Bait with us. Don't we have enough problems with fucking Hell's Prince back there? And who knows what else of the Archer? Speaking of which, why are you traveling with such evil companions?
Is this a bad time to bring up that I was sent with an item that we should probably also dispose of while here?
Hush you, Dragon Bait. Explain to me this.
When the party started, Meridian was a paladin to my god.
How the hell do you go from that to worshipping the King Satan?
Things happen. I wasn't fully told what happened.
You know what? Seeker's going to do something. He's going to pull out a little box of chocolates from his bag and offer one to both of them.
Fuck you, Dragon Bait. We are not touching your candy. I don't know you. I ain't eating your shit. I
am very sorry. Gluttony, eating when I'm not hungry is against.
That is fine.
From strangers
I just figured it would
as
be
well.
nice.
Keep your chocolates to yourself.
About the evil item I am carrying. He gestures to the mace.
I told you, Santo. I called it Dragon Bait.
It was found floating in the astral sea, and the crew of the Sky Shard and the captain saw fit to send it with me, as I am not exactly built for close-range combat.
So bury it in the ground.
You can do what you want with it until we get where we're going.
No. The last time that someone in our group has picked up something cursed, we end up with problems. Can we not do that?
Wolf, would I be able to tell who it was tied to?
Yes. It's been identified.
It is tied to Tiamat.
Oh, fucking great! Santo, we're not taking Dragon Bait with us now. I refuse.
The captain seems sure that the people here on the on this plane would be able to deal with it in a better way than I. I am also outfitted with multiple ways in order to improve items and make living easier.
We've got one curse weapon from a fucking dangerous creature. Now we got two.
It is not active.
I don't care. Do you know how many things are going to want that? Do you know how many chromatic dragons are going to come hunting us down to steal it from you? You are Dragon Bait. Literally. There's no objections.
I am willing to store it and hide it.
Yeah, because they're going to not notice it inside the adamantine body. Oh, God.
Cannot store inside body. That is why it is on outside.
I'm just going to open the bag of the saddlebag of holding on my side and just kind of wait.
He will pull it off of his hip and slowly slide it in. Not.
As he slowly slides it in, it goes into the bag.
Santo,
Okay.
you know this is gonna bite us in the ass, right?
100%.
All right, as long as you're accepting of that, and you explain it to Meridian that the mace he gave up is in your wallet.
Santo, you could add Nightbringer to your sheet.
Yeah, it's in fucking. I know what it is. I've ran out of it.
Oh, good news. He's less Dragon Bait by about 1/10. But still, any ancient dragon that sees his ass is gonna pick him up and fly off with him, and we're gonna be looking at you like, what do you want?
I am unable to be lifted up if I do not want to be.
I'm betting to tell you, if there's a dragon that wants you, I don't think you're gonna be able to say no, sweetheart.
The moment Els says that, Seeker's going to blink. The Threshium's gonna activate for a moment. He's gonna get heavier. Heavy enough to create a small divot where make himself dig into the ground a little bit.
Correction, Santo. We have a cannonball that's named Dragon Bait.
You see his eyes, which are already glowing. They're this dull gray stone with just like thousands and thousands of extremely small veins of this like blue material running through it, all contained in these two eyes. You see them glow brighter with this blue magic, and all of these like carvings in his body and accent pieces. This just like these black strips of metal, kind of like ripple in this shallow wave across his body, and you see he's like literally you're walking on extremely packed earth right now.
Mm-hmm.
A extremely traveled road. And he sinks about half a foot deep into it as the ground cracks around him.
I stand corrected. A very fat cannonball named Dragonbait.
My body is able to change its density slightly, making me heavier or lighter depending on how I wish.
You think you could do that if I put you on top of a dragon?
Yes.
Now, if I put you on top of a mountain that has a dragon inside it, can you aim your girth at it?
I would most likely go straight down or follow the path of least resistance through the rocks.
Santo, I've got some ideas.
Well, you can
I
think
think this is permission to go with you. We should leave soon. I've been avoiding people and was told not to enter towns.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know,
especially alone.
Do we got some, like, is there any mud or anything we can toss on him? Like, I mean, you know he's gonna...
I do not like to be dirty.
I can wrap him up in a blanket.
Do you like to be dead? Because that's what we're gonna be if someone spots you.
I can disguise myself for a time.
This is gonna bite us in the ass so badly.
I'll lighten my body back up to its normal weight and step out of the little divots I've made.
Climb out, rather. Oh, Santo, this is gonna bite us in the ass. Alright.
It always does.
I apologize for being...
an inconvenience? You don't have to apologize, just go home.
Cannot.
They sent you here with no way of getting back.
No, I have a way to get back, but cannot be picked up till I have Geo.
Now hear me out, Santo. You're pretty good at medicine. I'm willing to take my chances more with the fact that you'll probably piss off the chains than an ancient dragon. What do you think?
The chains are also thrashing and gonna rip my arms up while I try to do it.
I mean, I can heal you.
Yes, but if they rip up too, I won't be able to do the surgery in the first place. Surgery takes time.
All right, second idea. We have the auto, or the what he called himself, the auto gnome, stand on the body. Maybe he'll pop the chains out.
Will not damage body.
God, you're useless. What can you do to assist us at this point? I'm curious.
You say that, and Seeker actually smiles. For a moment before immediately is anyone in the party have any mess on them?
No, we have cleansing stones.
Oh fuck. There goes that idea, but this'll work fine.
Bro, are you trying to steal my bard thing?
I was gonna prestidigitation things clean.
Fucking steal my bard thing? Oh.
It's a wizard and sorcerer thing too.
However, he's going to simply look at you and go, I am proficient with brewing, cooking, leatherworking, smithing, thieves' tools. And when he says that one, he stops for a second and gets shifty-eyed for a little bit.
Hey, Dragon's
Tinker's
Bait.
Tools, Weaver's Tools, and Woodcarver.
I got a real question for you. I'm going to hand him the cigar. I want you to do me a favor. Analyze this for me. Take a deep breath off of it.
No, thank you.
One day. Alright, I'm gonna take my cigar back.
He hands it back. You just said don't take things from strangers. You are a stranger to me as well.
Santo, please. We just gotta shove him off the side of a cliff and we can forget about it. I know it's evil, but you know, he'll probably live. You'd live if I threw you off a cliff, right, Seeker?
What is a cliff?
Yeah, see, exactly. He'll be fine.
I know of a ledge, not a cliff.
Santo's walking to his destination.
God damn it. Santo,
Seeker's gonna make himself float for a second and use the propulsion arm to fly to catch up.
I hate them. I hate him already.
with Iron Man behind you.
I just need
you
to get
guys
proficiency with the
continue on your
guitar.
way.
Are you gonna try and become Ozzy Osbourne?
No, I'm just gonna try playing I Am Iron Man flying behind you guys.
Amazing. You guys. Yeah. Awesome. You guys finish your first day of travel. It's getting dark, about time to make camp, and you find a small clearing about 80 to 100 feet off the road. And are you guys setting watches? What are you planning
Seeker's
to do?
going to look at them. I do not need full rest. I can keep watch if you'd like.
So Dragon Bait's gonna get us killed. Santo, you want first watch or am I taking it?
I usually take night. Remember, I usually take night watch.
Yeah, well, there's only 2 of us, so we got 2 options. You taking first or second watch?
I'll take second.
All right, get some sleep.
It.
El will kind of keep the fire going and kind of break out his little book of poetry and just start reading it as he's kind of watching the area.
All right. You smoke, watch the area. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Damn it. I don't have any reason that it won't be. Oh shit! I rolled a 19 and a 1. That sucks. That's a 6.
6. You smoke and read some poetry. It's a very chill night. It's strange. You see Seeker go probably the most mechanical he has gone since you've met him. As he's been very
Human-like.
He seems almost sentient with the conversation that he's made.
He's still
other than
Dragon Bait.
Yeah. Yeah. But you see him go a little bit mechanical. His body kind of stands up straight, goes rigid, and then his head goes slightly limp, just a couple inches forward, and you see the glow in his eyes dull just slightly and start to kind of pulse.
I just came up with a great idea for Dragon Bait and I to do a show in a town. If I can get you to disguise yourself as Cheap, I'll just throw a ball of smoke or use my ring of fog obscuring to create a fog to make you disappear and then reappear as a really expensive-looking robot or golem. We might be able to get some gold coins out of that as it's an illusion spell, showing off my illusions.
You got the Philosopher's Stone. Make all these cool medals and shit.
Yeah, look at my Philosopher's Stone. It's a little show we put on.
Now I turn his arm to mithril.
Yeah, exactly.
That part of the illusion fades.
I just got a brilliant idea for a good show. We can get the kids in on it. We'll make some gold. We'll make some copper coins here. I'm not gonna really really pay too much attention to Seeker and let him kind of do what he does.
That's fine.
I'm still contemplating whether he's a golem or if he's actually a living creature.
I love that.
You know what? Can that just be a status effect specifically for L when he's thinking too heavily while stoned?
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go grab my cigar.
That's pretty much what's happening right now.
That is fair.
I forgot my cigar in the other room.
He is fully.
He's reading poetry. He's super fucking baked and just like chilling here tonight.
Huh? I can make money by exploiting this new friend.
Amazing.
Not that he actually considers Seeker a friend.
I'll wait for him to get
No, I'm back.
back.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I will say the moment the 6 hours are up, Seeker will just go sit by the fire and keep it going for the party.
Sounds good.
Because that's all he needs to rest for.
Sick. Because you guys are only taking 2 watches between the 2 of you, it's going to take about 10 hours for both of you to get your long rest in.
I mean, I'm down with a short rest as far as it goes for the count. What about you, Cheston? Do you want to do a long rest?
I mean, if we only do a short, it'll affect how we walk the next day anyway, won't it?
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. Let's just do the long rest. That's fine.
Do the 2 hours long.
Yeah, about about 4 hours into your watch. You only got maybe an hour left, L. You hear a very, like, hollow, like, in the woods nearby.
Oi, Dragonbait, that you?
Dragonbait hasn't moved, spoken. See the dull pulse in its eyes.
I'll stand up and cast a light on the stick I've been poking a fire with.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. You cast light on it.
I assume it does. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I want to see if I can see anything better.
Give me a perception check.
Still at disadvantage?
Not anymore. You have light now.
18.
18. You see about 45 feet away, in a slightly denser part of the woods, you see, it looks like a statue of a cow.
Why does it scare me more than like a dragon?
Oh no! It's a weeping angel cow.
This strange statue of a cow, kind of facing, like, mostly in your direction, but slightly off to the side, and just kind of standing there.
I'm gonna slowly kind of like take a step over and start nudging Sento in his sleeping bag and with my boot. I will know. I would have stayed in armor while on watch, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Santo, I think Dragonbait here is doing his job. We've got stone cows. And I don't mean like the cow is stoned. I mean like there's a literal cow, I think, made of stone out there.
I have the dark vision. I'll look over.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
He has like 300 of mega dark vision.
Because of the twilight, yeah.
Yeah, you look over and see this cow very clearly. Yeah, looks to be made of this stone, this like dark. It kind of shifts from this like middle to lighter brown to this dark brown up towards its top. But it has these veins through it like granite. And you're kind of looking at this. What Elle couldn't tell that you can, just passively, is there is a very, very, very faint, like, violet light in this statue's eyes.
Listen, I see cow with stone armor for skin. I'm concerned. Alright, man. Santo, we leave Dragonbait as a sacrifice and we move on. He's not sentient. It's not evil. It's a golem. They're designed to fight.
I don't think that one's built for fighting.
Oi, Dragonbait, wake up!
Dragonbait.
I'm gonna smack him inside the head with the
Seeker's going to activate and look at him. Yes?
You pissed something off! Why are you attracting stoned cows? That growl!
Cows on drugs?
That!
I'm going to touch.
Shut up!
I'm gonna touch both of them and activate Eyes of the Night.
Holy shit! I can see.
Is the thing within 30 feet?
What did I say? It's like 45 feet away.
I will move 15 feet closer, and I'm going to attempt to shove it with telekinesis. With my telekinetic shove to see if it does anything, more or less poking it.
You see Seeker walks out
Dragonbait, no!
of this. I assume you put Lehman's tiny hut up.
Sleep, yeah.
Yeah. He walks out of the hut. You can still see out there. Walks a little bit closer to this cow, leaving a good amount of room still. And you see this, like, faint, translucent, bluish. It almost looks like powder or like a thick aerosol that starts to seep out of his body and float in front of him for like half a second before shooting forward almost faster than you can perceive and bursting against this cow. You do see it and is like knocked back some distance.
It'd be moved 5 feet away from me.
Yeah, it is like pushed 5 feet away.
Bad
kind of
cow.
Turns in your direction.
Did he just tell them?
And then starts to turn away.
With that, Seeker's gonna walk back. It's leaving.
Did he just communicate in that stone cow's language or something? Because I'm confused on why it's not coming back.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Or a religion check, either of you.
I'll do religion. I got a +7 to that.
No,
Oh,
on
16.
you, I have a -1. I have a -1 to both.
I got a 16. Fucking Santo, god damn it.
I would have loved a 0 on that check. I'm sorry. That would have been fucking
I'm
hilarious.
not arcane savvy.
Religion.
You learned this in college. In the college that you went to, El.
Okay.
One of your grandmasters was giving a presentation to the class on different legends of extreme, like extremely powerful arcane people.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of going through this demonstration that when you reach a certain level of power and you are able to manipulate the weave and use the magic that suffuses the air around you to such high potential, aka higher level spells, 7th, 8th, 9th,
Mm-hmm.
You see he like demonstrates with like a 7th level spell, and there is this faint blue powder, this mist that kind of suffuses the air only for like a half of a second.
Mm-hmm.
And he demonstrates this once, tells the people who missed it to look for it again, demonstrates it again, and this, he explains, is the closest thing to a physical manifestation of pure magic that exists in the world. It almost becomes physical when casters cast these extremely powerful spells as they draw it into the world to use to their will. And you just saw this little dragon bait walk forward and shoot an extremely large amount out, and just casually telekinesis this creature with it.
That was a mage hand.
Santo?
Yeah?
I think Dragon's Bait is actually designed to fight dragons, and I'm concerned now.
No, I am not. I am designed for crafting.
Hush you. Santo, the adults are talking. Santo, I think we've either landed on a gold mine, literally, or whatever decides that wants him, we are going to have a hard fucking time if they think they have a chance.
That was just Mage Hand.
Hush you, we get it. Yes, you're gifted. Okay, Santa. So what do we do here? Because he's gonna bring in more things that's gonna kill us, right?
No, we had a thing about where we were the whole dragon breeding ground. So if it's built to fight dragons, then they should keep them away.
Or attract them to attack us because they want to show that they're off because dragons are notoriously arrogant assholes.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We're fucked. Alright. Alright, Dragon's Bait. Spill it. Are you built to kill dragons legitimately, or what's your actual purpose? And don't tell me it's just about you. I mean your real purpose. Why were you designed?
Original creators do not remember. Remember skills given by them, but not much else.
Alright, so we at least know he's...
Genesis.
Wait, what? So what about Genesis?
Only word I remember from original creators.
You know Genesis means, like, death, right? Oh, that's genocide.
That's wrong word.
Genesis means something much different.
It took me a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Huh. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you don't know what you're built for, but obviously whoever built you gave you magic. What?
Yes.
Santo, do you know any wizards at all that are powerful enough to create something, even I guess wealthy enough to show off their wealth to create something like this?
Not from this era.
I mean, I'm from a small village of, like, Larry. I don't know what you want me to know.
Fair enough, Santo. Wait, you're not from this era?
Not from what I have been told. Was told I am very, very, very rare now.
I mean, you're a golem. A very finely built golem.
I am an autonome.
Yeah, golem, I got it. Yeah, some fancy word for golem. I understand.
No, autonome.
Santo, it's literally like arguing with a golem. Alright, I guess he's at least got value. He can push cows around.
I'm going to utilize the rations that would have been sent with him because they would have just been most likely pure ingredients, and just start cooking something up for the group at this point because they're going to be arguing. It looks like.
Sure. Yeah, you sit back at the fire and start to cook.
Santo, you know this is going to change our plans.
Give me a survival check and add your proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
I already marked myself as proficient with survival, so that's a 17.
Yes, and add your proficiency bonus.
That's
again.
with my proficiency. Oh, I have expertise.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Don't add expertise.
Add another plus 3
permanently. This is just for this check.
Oh, okay. So 20. Oh wait, no, 19, not 20. Got -1 off that.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. All right.
Oh wait, no.
Y'all continue.
That works.
Writing in the notebook, I'm going to add autonome equals cow herder with a question mark.
I can't believe some wizard would have the gall to make a golem out of that and then let it loose. What wizard from a forgotten age? What wizard was ever that wealthy?
I mean, Santok has someone he can ask.
You know, want to take a bet? We're gonna find some lich, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, look, hey, it's my good buddy Dragon's Bait."
They call him Dragon Bait. That'd be magical.
Listen, we don't know what his actual name is. He just said he doesn't know who his masters are. So how do we know what his name is?
He told you his current designation is Seeker.
Yeah, and I'm gonna continue to call you Dragon's Bait.
To be fair, current designation.
Yeah.
We don't know what your
He's very
original
happy
name
of this name.
Oh God.
Dragon Bait.
Why are you attracting stone cows?
Don't think it was me.
You think one of us hasn't brings stone? I think we would have noticed by now if one of us, initially brought it. Shut up!
You see 2 cows about 60 feet
No,
away.
they multiplied. They multiplied.
Look what. Okay, listen. All right, I'm gonna stand up. I swear, you damn cows. Who do you belong to?
They're just like staring at you. You see one dips its head and starts grazing.
God damn it! I'm gonna smack this cow. I swear to God, Santo. No more cows. No more stone cows. Ugh. Now back to Dragon's Bait. I don't get you. So you got a lot of magic. You make yourself heavy. You don't know anything about your background, and you call yourself this seeker, and you know something about Genesis, which, from all I understand, means origin. And I doubt you're some origin creature because, I mean, obviously you're some sort of golem. I don't know. Maybe that was the word for it back when you existed. Now we call them
Autonym
golems.
is what I was called by the one who repaired.
Okay, apparently they've got a different word for golem. I mean, listen, I don't. That's not the point.
How well does the food I'm cooking turn out thus far?
Oh, dude. El and Santo, this food smells fucking fantastic.
We've got a maid.
He's making this like tomato based like it's all in a cast iron pan. There's like rice and a ton of different herbs. He's making this like shakshuka dish, and in another cast iron pan you see he's making bread from scratch. A loaf that's like cooking up right now to dip in it. It smells crazy good.
I wonder if we can eat one of them stone cows.
I mean, I can try breaking them, but I'd have to stop cooking, and that risks burning.
I just don't understand Dragon's Bait. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down and continue smoking on my cigar. I give up.
Oh, yes.
Can I-
Yes.
Okay.
I apologize. I just saw this.
Yeah. What's the result?
Wheel and woe.
Ah. Hey, L.
Yeah, what?
If we ignore the cows, good and bad things will both happen.
I'm gonna stand up again. God damn it, cows, get out of here. I'm gonna start taking the light branch and walking over and just waving it to scare them off. Move your fat asses, let's go.
You start herding these cows away. How far are you going to take them, like, from the campsite?
Is there any sort of fence or anything I noticed nearby? I've got dark vision at 60 feet.
You have 300.
That's fair.
Yeah, because he gave it to you. You don't see any fence. You don't see any, like, marked territory anywhere.
There's no, like, signs of civilization nearby or nothing?
No, you are in the middle of a extremely long road.
God damn it. Okay, what's the general area look? Is there like a river I can kind of like shoo them across at some so they won't come back around?
Not nearby, no. If you wanted to walk for a couple hours, then
God damn.
you could do that, but
You stupid goddamn cows. I swear to God, if a dragon shows up after I'm moving these damn cows, I'm making as much noise as possible in case so that I see if something hears us. I'm hoping someone will wake up and come pick up these cows because they got away from someone. Can I? I'm gonna touch one of the cows and cast Identify.
As he's doing that, can I look back and take a good look at the cows and get an Arcana check on them while I cook?
Sure, roll an Arcana check.
Some kind of survival
16.
About them.
No, I want to see, because he said stone. I'm curious if they've got something wrong with them, or if there's like some sort of sign of magic on them.
What did you roll for Arcana? 16?
Yep.
Gotcha. Alright, there we go. 16, you notice they're magical. You definitely notice they're magical, especially given the extreme dark vision that Santo has given you. I mean, they're made of stone. You've seen very, much stranger creatures in the Astral Sea, obviously. But, yeah, very magical. That's about it that you can grasp.
That's all I get. I will say those things are definitely magical.
You say that to Santo as you're cooking.
Yep.
As Elle is outside of.
They want to stop him.
Outside of hearing distance, Elle, as you're kind of walking these cows along, you put your hand on one of their hides and cast Identify.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, I'm willing to roll nature.
Your senses are almost overwhelmed for just half a second by the immensity of fiendish, specifically demonic power in these cows.
Can I roll nature to see if these are demon cows?
I think that'd be a religion.
That would be religion or arcana.
I'll take religion. That's a 21. Is this
21.
Like a fiend cow?
You... You have heard legends of this cow. Stories told in some of your super old, boring, classical bard classes, where they just tell stories and shit, like a 100s level class. This is a story of these stone cows, made by a demon prince of gluttony, whose name has long been forgotten to the history books. These cows were made and sent into the material.
Did he crash?
Material plane, I'm guessing, was the last bit there, but then he cut off.
I wonder if his Discord also just forcibly did a weird thing.
Could have gotten another phone call.
Fucking demon cows.
It'll be delicious.
Prince of gluttony demon cows.
We can eat them, technically.
I'm not eating a fiend cow. That feels evil.
Is it evil to eat something that's evil?
Even if it's not evil, I'm not eating.
I'm not eating a fiendish cow.
Sorry, I
got a call?
Yes.
Oh, we heard material plane, and that was the last end of it.
Okay. Yeah, they were sent into the material plane, to, essentially conquer it for this prince. He originally made them just because he wanted, an endless source of food for himself, this prince of gluttony. But eventually, he started to realize their potential. He made this cow, every time it was looked in the eyes, it would multiply, split as soon as it was without of eyesight.
No.
He made this again for an endless food source, and ended up with a entire layer of the abyss, fully crowded by these things. So he sent them to the material plane.
I'm hurting fiend cows.
Where eventually, little by little, through a lot of magic and divine intervention from different gods and such, they were able to take out a mass amount of cows at a time before they were able to split and multiply. And they realized they could never kill the last cow permanently. As soon as it was slain, it would regenerate and split again. So they reached the last cow and imprisoned it forever. Or so they thought.
All right.
Because this is one of those cows, or sorry, two of these cows, who are now within your eyesight, and you've looked into their eyes, and at this point, they're just waiting for you to break eye contact, so they can split again.
I'm gonna use 2 3rd-level spells and cast command on both of them and I'm gonna command them both to just run.
I mean, I can't. I'm focusing on my cooking. If you would share this information, I could shatter them.
No, I'm gonna just. I'm willing to waste my spell slot to. I think if I upcast it a little.
I feel like if the gods want these things dead or gone, I feel like I should tell a god that this is happening, but I don't know.
Oh, rather, no, I'll just cast it once at 3rd level because it means I can do it on 2 creatures. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast command at 3rd level on them both and tell them to run.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with them.
You tell them to run, and do you break eye contact with them?
I'm gonna watch them run off into the distance for as long as I can, and then just leave because I would assume they'll just keep running even if they multiply.
Absolutely. Yeah, they
return
run
to the tiny hut.
Their little mini stampede that you hear grows a little louder as it gets to the other side of the hill and you break eyesight.
That's fine. It's not our problem now.
I'm guessing by now my cooking is done.
I'm gonna return to the tiny hut and explain what I just found out.
Yeah, your cooking is done. As soon as you enter the hut, Elle, your senses are again overwhelmed, but this time with the amazing smell of fresh baked bread, extremely herb heavy shakshuka. It smells glorious in here. Seeker has a couple eggs, but has been waiting for you to get back to make sure neither of you are vegetarians.
No.
Do you eat animal product?
I mean, I'll eat anything that doesn't eat me first.
Santo eats anything. Doesn't really matter.
Gio, no, not Gio. God dang it!
Now you're
doing it. Seeker nods and makes up the eggs really quick. He'll just make them fried style with a bit of a gooey yolk.
Oi, Santo.
Yeah. Well, actually, you would know in shakshuka, you just plop the egg in and it cooks in the shakshuka.
Oh, okay.
Just like a whole fried egg in the middle of it.
Fair.
Santo, we got demon cows.
Oh, that's what they were. That explains why they were so magical.
Are we going to do anything about it?
I commanded it to run away. Someone will find it and kill it and eat it. I mean, it's not ours. I'm hoping someone else thinks that they're just runaway cows, and they'll raise them and be a very wealthy farmer. It's not our
But they were
issue.
made of stone. I could have...
I'm not interested in dealing with fiendish cows.
So much ingredient wasted.
We don't eat demons here. Or devils.
Picky eaters.
Says the dragon's bait. Okay.
Yeah.
Once the food's cooked fully, I will serve both of them.
Yeah. As you take the pickled egg of a fairy dragon out of your pouch, crack it into the pan, and it's just yolk and stuff, just yolk and whites. But it is a very colorful looking egg that he cracks into it, as he calls you picky eaters, and then serves up the food.
Fair.
Boys, it is the most delicious meal you've had in a fucking long time.
Immediately using prestidigitation to clean up the skillets once the food's all out of them.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
store them away.
I will note, though it's never really been in your designation, Seeker, you do know you are able to consume, if you would like. Though your duty never has been to do that.
No, but this
but
was
you
a
can
good meal. If
consume
I would have,
and taste and such.
I would have taken a small portion for myself to make sure it was all cooked properly and everything.
Oh yeah,
And enjoyed the fruits of my labor.
On your part, it's about a 5 out of 10 meal. That you generally make for your ship. But to the other boys, best meal you've had maybe in your life.
Seeker looks annoyed at himself.
I don't know what annoyance on a robot looks like.
Yeah, I would be curious.
His eyes narrow for a moment, and he frowns, looking at the food, and then just keeps eating it.
For all I know, you could be scamming.
Is that racist?
No, I don't know
Technically?
I don't know robot gestures.
No, that's
fair. Yeah, I agree with that one.
Fair. All right. Yeah, you guys eat and can return to your long rest if you wish.
Yeah.
Seeker will go back to his, going back into rest mode.
Amazing. All right. No roll needed. The rest of the night goes quietly, Santo, as you take your watch. Very, very peaceful. Again, kind of low mist rolls over the ground, never entering your tiny hut, but it just it's only like a foot high, and not like it's translucent, so it's no worry. But it's a little chillier at night here, and as the morning sun rises, you guys are able to head off on your next day of adventure.
On this day, Seeker's going to look at L's weapon.
Don't you fucking touch my weapon.
Why is it so damaged?
Dragon's Bait, we're gonna make one thing really clear here. You touch this mace, you are gonna be Dragon's Bait.
But I could fix it.
I don't care. So can he, as I point to Santo.
Whoa.
I can make it better.
I don't care.
Okay.
You come in with a cursed weapon, I don't know nothing about you.
Seeker's just gonna walk by Santo then.
All right. Yeah. You guys head off on your next day of travel. Give me a D100.
I'll go for it this time. That's a 24.
24.
No, I'm just saying now, if any of Cameron's ever bring in the dragon, we're never going to leave that.
Dragon's Bait, boo-ha-ha. Now Wolf's contemplating, I can feel it.
24. You guys head on your way. Some clouds start to roll over as you guys travel. By about 10 o'clock in the morning, the light that was shining from the morning sun has been all but blotted out by the extremely heavy clouds kind of rolling in above you as you travel. And soon it begins to rain. Not like a cold rain, though. It's still a pretty warm day, and the raindrops coming down are like fat and like lukewarm shower temperature.
No, my hair
It is
died.
a heavy rain, but it's not chilling you to the bone. so it's not hindering your travel progress.
My hair dye. Wait, hold up. All that silver paint. No, they're gonna learn I'm just a normal white Leonin. No. Great glittery mane.
Yeah, it does
Glitter's
start
gonna
to
get
wash
everywhere.
out.
No, my amazing. Now I'm just a normal gray lion. Yeah.
You do both notice that pretty quickly. His sheen is kind of running away with the rain.
Not again. God damn it, Dragon's Bait. I feel like it's your fault. First the demon cows, now rain. We didn't have these issues when we traveled with Meridian.
That being said, you guys continue on your travel. You do notice something, as always, you do first, Santo.
I would notice last, because my passive wisdom is shit.
It's fair.
Very fucking fair. But yeah, you notice this, strange, like, blue hue off in the distance. Pretty large. It doesn't seem to be like a reflection off of anything, or like, it's strange. It's like exuding its own light, but you can't tell what it is. But it is off the road, so you don't have to go near it if you don't wish to.
Yeah, no. Usually when we go near things, bad things happen. I'm good.
All right. You guys ignore it and continue with your travel and make it to the end of the day. You make camp.
Seeker will once again offer to take a watch or keep watch the entire night.
Nope.
I don't trust you.
Your perception is low. You're not useful enough to have to watch whole night. You won't see anything.
Although if there's some more demonic cows, don't worry, we'll wake you up.
Alright.
Duh. I mean, at least he can cook. That's useful.
Before going to bed tonight, Seeker is going to pull a bullseye lantern from his clothes, and he's going to start tinkering on it for a minute to take an hour to make an infusion of the Lantern of Revealing.
All right. And what does that do?
It is basically a bullseye lantern that's light reveals invisible things.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
It sheds light in a 30-foot radius and dim light in for another 30 feet.
Sounds good.
Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're within the lantern's bright light.
Gotcha. Okay.
You will
create
set it
this
out.
lantern. Sorry.
You'll set it out. You're going to set it out. If you can't see anything but hear things, try that. We'll show off things that are invisible.
Huh.
Hey.
Interesting. You're just full of useful tips and tricks. I'm still so much more concerned now that you're here. I mean, you just pop up and suddenly you're able to do everything. I don't know about you, Santo, but this sounds like someone setting us up, if anything I've ever heard.
Seeker's just gonna shrug and go sit down for a bit, thinking about if he should even cook for Elle at this point, because Elle's just being a dick.
Listen, you're good at a lot of shit. It's concerning. You know,
I'll do first watch this time.
I appreciate it. If you see any demon cows, don't wake me. I already dealt with the last ones. And we're not eating them.
Yeah,
Waste of ingredients.
Don't eat the fucking cows. Oh. The DM is distracted. Give him a moment.
Yeah. I couldn't. Any of these. For anybody, because L won't take anything I make. It's sad.
Stay away from my mace. Why does everyone keep trying to take
All
my
right.
mace?
I wasn't thinking about your mace. I was thinking about... Seeker's trying to figure out how to make you be nice to him.
This is me being nice.
He needs to smoke another one of those special cigars.
No, what he needs right now is dinner. That's what he's looking for.
Oh, man. Very nice. You guys go through another night. Fucked with. And rise up another day to a bright morning. Give me a D100 for this day of travel.
It is
And
DM.
this will be your last day, hopefully, if all goes well, before you reach Starbuck.
87. That's hopefully good.
It's definitely something.
That doesn't sound good.
I'd love to be able to show L that I'm actually useful.
You are. You can cook. That's why I'm concerned. Is you're too useful.
What type of armor does L wear?
Stay away from me.
You see, as you guys are walking along this road,
Can't do it. Good.
the clouds have kind of parted and left the sky. It's still like partially cloudy, but mostly sunny. It's a beautiful day. You hear the animals pretty loudly in the woods, chirping, squeaking. You know,
Squealing.
squealing. I hope.
Do we hear a cow?
Roll a perception check.
No.
If we hear a cow, and it's a stone cow, I'll cast Shatter on it. It's fine.
25.
25. You hear very, very, very far off in the distance behind you.
Little
Alright, good enough
bastards.
for so. Alright.
Amazing. But yeah, it's a very beautiful day. And you guys have encountered, a good few people on this road. It's a very, very heavily traveled road. So you see people going back and forth with their caravans, different merchants with their goods and such, and even a couple adventuring parties going north up to Yolenfell. What were you saying?
If possible, I would have seen if Santo or L would buy a cloak for me. That way I can cover up a bit more and hide myself a bit.
We could get you a cloak at Tarville, or I could just wrap you in the blanket.
Something, that way we seem to be coming across more people. Also,
Alright.
are you leaving from that way for a reason?
Yeah, they're going up north where there's more work, probably.
We are going to pull a Jurgen once more. I am swaddling Seeker.
Seeker will become as light as he possibly can and just and if Santo doesn't put him down, he will just be carried and be nearly weightless for Santo.
No, yeah, we're going back to me. I'm just going to carry you swaddled. We're going back to this situation.
Yeah, you make yourself neutrally buoyant in the atmosphere, which allows Santo to pretty much tie a rope around you, cover you in a blanket, and pretty much pull you along as a balloon.
God damn it.
as like a little ET balloon.
Okay.
This is relaxing.
Yeah, you know what? You can not sleep, but go into your century's rest if you wish.
Nah. I can spend this time doing other things.
Fair enough. What are those things? I
Oh,
want to
look,
know before.
Wait,
I would be working on making basically, if I was able to grab like some scrap of wood off somewhere, I would make a wooden ring, a spell refueling ring. I can't use it currently, but if it comes down
Alright.
to it, I can. Give it to L if he wants it.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. You start chipping away at this thing as you're kind of floating along behind Santa.
And just because it's L, the signet ring will have it's gonna look like a wooden signet ring, and the signet's just gonna be a lion's head.
Very nice.
I'm not sure if that's racist or kind.
Santa just is a magic kite. This is great.
God damn it.
Yeah. You guys, so you've seen a lot of people on this road. You see a group of 4 women, all wearing these like long blue cloaks, moving 2 by 2 in perfect unison.
Wait a minute.
And Santo, you can hear them humming from pretty far away.
Look, I just want to point out, last time you had a group of women come by, they stole Meridian's money.
That's a fair point.
May want to pull off to the side of the road.
No, keep walking. It's just they can't easily steal from me. I'll just have a hand on my bag, my little magic bag. It's fine.
And I'm out of. I'll make myself get out of their reach before becoming neutrally buoyant again.
You'll float higher.
Yep.
Yeah. You see as they get a little closer, what little bit of skin is revealed underneath their like long, mostly covering blue and silver robes, is scaled. But it's not like any scales you've seen before. They look silver, but like a little too bright to be silver. They get a little closer, and the like 2 by 2 formation splits. One kind of drags back and hangs back with the other 2, while one moves forward to greet you here on the road.
Good day to you,
Ma'am?
Their humming ceases.
People, I don't want to be rude, but are we of a bother to you?
You see 2 scaled hands reach up and unveil like the hood of this cloak. You see a female dragonborn with. They appear silver at first, but you can tell now that you're closer. Platinum scales.
Okay.
Which is very strange. Anyone who wants to can make a religion check.
Oh, I'm down.
You know what? Sure, why
Fuck.
not? Shit, wait, I'm gonna use built for success with this. I'm gonna roll another d4 to add to that. Ah, that's a 10 now. That's great.
I rolled the highest at a 17.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Santo, you know, when the high priests of Bahamut get powerful and high enough esteem with their god, he will, obviously with their consent, change the color of their scales from whatever they were before to platinum.
Please share this information.
No. Santo will kind of put his hands together and give a little bow. Always nice to meet other holy people.
Santo, you know what these folks are?
Bahamut followers.
Oh, should have said so. Nice to meet you. Always good to find people not trying to kill us. Name's L.
Hearing this, Seeker will lower himself back to the ground.
Yeah.
And look at the female dragonborn. Hello.
Oh god damn it.
You guys think we tell them about the thing because they're the opposite of
we've got our own plans for this right now.
I will say they're really high-ranking followers. They might be able to.
I doubt it. They may take it from us if this goes badly.
Well, I'd rather not have it. It was supposed to be gotten rid of.
Yeah, we're gonna go take it to get purified, so it's given to a good cause.
Okay, fair enough.
These ones might be able to do it, though.
Maybe, but until they identify who they are and what they want, I'm not trusting them, because, I mean, shit, I can disguise myself just as much. We don't know 100% that these people are who they say they are.
I'm gonna take a look at them. Can I roll an Arcana check to see if they're utilizing any form of disguising magic?
Sure, roll an Arcana check.
How's a 24 do?
20, what?
24.
Ooh, very nice. You can very clearly tell there is no illusory magic or transmutive either. They aren't using any magic to hide their appearance.
Seeker will look at them and blink a few times after that and say, "It seems you stopped us for a reason. May I ask what it is?"
God damn it, Dragon's Bait. They're either here for you or they're here for that mace. You know how this is gonna go.
I think as Bahamut followers, if they're here for one of the two, it should be obvious which one they're here for.
Listen, I'm hoping that they're just here for the mace, because that we can deal with. If they're here for Seeker, well...
I'm gonna be honest, with the rank of followers there, if they ask for mace, I'm giving them the fucking mace.
We're gonna purify it to go take care of it. The Church of Bahamut has already gotten blown up once and lost their items. It's already shown that they can't handle this thing.
If their follower rank shows in levels of cleric, they could murder us if they wanted to.
Yeah, but I doubt they're going to, because they're good aligned, and to kill us would be evil, because we're not doing anything evil, we're trying to make the weapon good.
They're lawful good work, yes, but if we refuse to give them an evil item...
If we're trying to purify it, he lives on the same mountain as the god we're trying to get to purify it.
Yeah, but we don't know. Bahamut's not notoriously that powerful, and I doubt he's going to be able to do anything, because otherwise he would have stopped Tiamat's followers from ransacking his fucking church back in the day, when we were in the other continent. No, I don't trust them.
I do.
That's meta knowledge, so...
Yeah, I know. Well, I just don't trust them anyways, because that's just El's character.
Tiamat.
That was Tiamat.
No, that was Asmodeus'
that's
people.
Right, that's fair.
So
completely, way more powerful.
Still, I think we've got our own goal.
It's Seeker's item.
The woman regards all of you. She looks to you, Santo, and goes, "We've been sent to give a last blessing to your friend."
Oh, shit!
No. What friend?
I think it's obvious.
She doesn't look to you.
They don't know us, we don't know them. Listen, I appreciate and respect the fact that they're followers of a holy and good God, but we don't know them nothing as far as it goes, and we're on our own mission as far as that. We don't know what they'll do if they get their hands on his body. I mean, that weapon's very powerful and could be both bad if it goes badly or good. I just don't think they should be near it. Putting it out there.
It would be common knowledge that Bahamut and Tiamat are constantly.
Yeah, but
odds,
Therisden
right?
is not.
This has nothing.
No, this is something that Seeker's doing.
Thing. If it was Mace, that would be one thing. But they're talking, wanting to see Gio's body.
Also, but either way, Santo, will be honest. The body's kind of thrashing, and I can't take it out of where it is right now.
And even if we could, you don't need to be seeing it. We don't know you from anybody else. Nothing against you.
Please, L, allow us to complete our God's mission.
Santo,
we won't ask kindly again.
That's a threat. Good people who follow Bahamut don't threaten people when they're trying on their own quest. We didn't do anything to you. We're just trying to protect our friend's body.
Unless it's just that important.
Even if it is, ain't that right? The god that he was stuck with has nothing to do with theirs, and theirs ain't powerful enough to do a damn thing about it. And they know that.
If they wanted body, they would just kill us.
Yeah, and if they want that body, they're gonna have to, because otherwise it's gonna get us all killed anyways when that thing gets let out, because they're too weak to do anything about it.
I'm not gonna open it, but I'm pulling out the barrel.
Santo, you do this, there's no going back.
Yep.
You pull out the barrel.
Seeker's gonna take a moment hearing them argue and like there's about to be a fight and the threat from them, and quietly he's going to create a tiny eldritch cannon under his hat, hidden in his hair so that it's not out.
Are you
there.
Inspector Gadget?
Yep. And it'll be the Force Ballista.
You can't create one small enough to be hidden in your hair.
Well, it'll just appear there. The tiny eldritch cannon.
It is okay. Tiny.
Yeah.
Is still like 8 inches to a foot.
Well, it'll be an 8-inch tall little Force Ballista.
That's your face.
Yeah, that's like half your body.
That is fine. 8-inch tall Force Ballista appearing.
Right above your head.
Right. Yeah, just resting on my head. Just.
The lead woman steps closer to you, Santo. Please.
Santo,
do we still hear the canes thrashing in it?
You don't hear anything right now, no.
Okay.
Santo,
if the body...
You give it to him. We don't have anywhere else. We have no reason to go north at this point.
Well, that's not true. Not anymore.
I told you what my goal on this was. Let's deal with this. I still don't think they should be having this. Their god's already proven not to be at least strong enough to deal with it in the past. Anybody who knows the story of Therisden would know enough about that.
Story of who?
The chains. That's what it's linked to. Ultimate evil. Creature beyond what their god can do a damn thing about.
She smirks at that.
Hey, lady, you think Bahamut can do something? Then he would have already, and we wouldn't have it chained up.
Can I roll insight to see if I can sense her motives with this?
Sure, roll an insight check.
I'm going to also, again, I'm going to pop a built for success on that, and if I get a good roll here. That is a 15 in total.
15.
Because this is involving Gio's body, so Seeker is less likely to be willing to give it up.
Right. From what you can tell, she has been truthful in every word she has spoken. And she doesn't seem to be withholding any vital information from you.
Okay, Seeker's going to pipe up then and go, the body needs to stay. I am under directive to take it home.
She looks down at you. Yeah, she looks down at you and she smiles. Of course. We wouldn't harm the body in any way. And it is, of course, yours to take for whatever funeral rites you desire.
The Seeker will just look at Santo and just wait then, because Santo's in possession. But
I'll pop the lid off, but I'm ready to smash it back down at the chains thrash.
I was just gonna start walking down the road.
You pop the lid off. Elle starts to walk away. You see the woman reaches her hand down into the barrel, and you see Gio's body twitches a little bit, but as her hand presses against him, he stops. And you see this like very bright silverish blue light glow out of her eyes. And you see this like ripple of force move down her arm and into Gio's body. And she withdraws her hand. Thank you. And the women return to formation and continue walking down the road.
Before they get too far, Seeker's going to make this small connection and look at Santo. Can I get that out of the bag?
I mean, I just talked with Ellen. We weren't going to, because we were taking it to a meeting.
I would like to get their opinion on it.
Okay, your thing. Go ahead.
Seeker will retrieve Nightbringer from the bag and look at the woman. I was told to bring this to this plane to get it sealed and taken care of. It was found floating where I was restored.
Where you were restored?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Astral Sea.
She kind of kneels down and takes the mace. Well, I'm very glad you've given this to us. You see she waves her arm, and out of thin air, about 2 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot box made entirely out of platinum with incredibly intricate runes inscribed into it appears. She lifts the top off the box and takes the mace from you.
Alright, we'll give it up, and that way, because that's one less evil thing that Chromatic Dragons will be searching for party for. No sense keeping it if it has a chance to be safely given away at this point.
She puts the lid on the box, and you see the metal seals itself, so there is no opening. And she waves her hand, and it disappears. She goes, "What were you restored from?"
I was restored from... I'm not sure. I was told by the person that restored me I am what he called an autognome, given my size and what I look like. I have small flashes of memory from very long ago. However, I will not bore you any further. Thank you. And Seeker will give a small bow and walk back over to Santo.
You hear her kind of mumble under her breath as you walk away, and she turns to walk away.
Did she mumble it? Can I try and catch what she mumbled?
Yeah. You do. It's just autognome. Never heard an Aormaton called that. And they're humming begins again, and they move down the road.
She said Aormaton?
Aormaton, yeah.
Oh, that's going to notes.
All right. El Santo is the first to catch up with you. He kind of left Seeker while he was having his interaction to go catch up.
El's just gonna continue aside, just continue to walk in silence.
That's fine.
A couple minutes later, Seeker does catch up with you guys.
Waddle.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Yep.
Amazing. You guys continue to move in silence because real G's move in silence like lasagna. And you guys... Nobody? Really?
No, nobody.
Okay.
But,
No.
I actually, Seeker's going to take a moment, look up at El, and with the finished ring,
It's a good sign.
offer it to him. Sorry
No.
for taking so long.
Keep your damn ring to yourself. And keep marching. We got places to be.
It is slightly enchanted to help you if you'd like.
I was just gonna keep walking.
Seeker just looks sad at this point. He keeps trying to be nice and friendly to this person that knew Geo, and Seeker's gonna move over to walk closer to Santo at this point.
Yeah. That's fair. You see sunset coming, but with it you also see on the horizon the lights from Tarvel Keep. You reach it just as the sun goes down.
Once we get close enough, Seeker would pop a disguise self on himself to change him to look as though he were made of just iron and bronze.
Gotcha. Absolutely. You change yourself to look like that, and continue up. Remind me. Actually, no, El definitely would have gone through here. So the guards would have recognized the both of you. They see you have a golem with you this time, a small little iron and brass golem. And you see one of the guards comes down as they're like opening the gates for you two, and they go, "Oh, sorry, there is a 5 gold golem fee traveling through this outpost."
Seeker himself will pull out the 5 gold and hand it to him.
I was saying, I roll insight because we're being lied to.
El
That's
is gonna smack
Seeker,
Seeker's hand away and get right up towards the guard and to intimidate him. El's not
roll an intimidation.
Well, that's a 28 insight.
28 insight. This dude is fucking lying.
Alright.
Seeker
15?
picks up his 5 gold coins.
15. The guy goes, and like takes a couple steps back and trips a little bit and catches himself, and he goes, "But I mean, you know, that can be waived a time or two. I won't tell anybody if you don't."
That's a good idea. It's been a long road trip and I'm not in a great mood. We're gonna continue on. Have a good day. And I'm just gonna start walking in.
Seeker looks at Santo
absolutely.
and
You
looks at
kind
his
of like
coins.
check him a little bit as you walk in, and he just takes it.
Once inside the city, Seeker is going to use the Sending Stone to update the ship. Just give a general update that that apparently that Gio's party has plans for the body to get it cremated and to bring it back, and let them know that the mace has been dealt with.
Yeah, they come back with, oh, already. Alright, well, good. Keep letting us know your progress.
Will not be annoying. We'll try to limit it to once a week. They don't hear that bit, but they will later. Other than that, keeping up with Santo and everybody. Not getting too separated. Although, he would try to make sure that he gets the blanket before an hour runs out. Because that's how long Disguise Self lasts.
Jokes on you. The moment we get in, I'll just re-swaddle you. Just make yourself light, I'll just carry you in my arms.
I mean, I am about the size of an infant.
Yeah, see?
Let's find us a tavern close to the gate we're leaving out of, and we'll go and see if we can find some merchants to set up with for the next coming days to travel with.
Okay.
I will try to acquire some raw materials for me to craft with.
I bet you just stay with Santo there and don't do anything stupid.
You are a bit of an ass, sir.
Yeah, and I don't give my mace up to someone who is a stranger that you don't even know the intentions of. Also, on top of that, our friend here, I'm almost giving up our one chance at getting an item that might be good for either of our gods. Yeah.
What is a
Doesn't
god?
help. Doesn't help my gods.
Generally.
Not at all.
If we can get agony purified and given over to one of your gods, giving them a holy weapon could be something that could resurge them to a lot more power, giving them a champion of some sort. You know how, like, Asmodeus has Meridian over there with his mace?
Well, no, not really, because one refuses to make combat champions and the other only has me.
We'll just let's
Wait,
continue on
I
to the
thought
find
people
a
who worship
tin.
gods could only worship one.
Don't worry about
nope.
it.
Interesting.
Is there do we know of any inns near any of the gates that would house more common traveling merchants, or any places near the market district?
So in this keep, there are not districts. It is one long road that a bunch of buildings have been built around to resemble some form of town. It is that again, no districts. There are some shops on one end, inns kind of in the middle, and just like very like loose kind of housing areas on the other end.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely should just hit one of the inns in the center then.
Amazing. I believe, gentlemen, yes, we do. We come to the King's Nut Inn.
Yeah, we're back.
Wait,
Oh, you've
what?
been here before.
Yeah, hello.
This is the inn we used last time. We came through Turbo Key.
Oh,
Is their food good?
It's a tavern. It's decent.
called the King's Nut. I'm not eating anything in there.
I think
I
they're
will
saying
see-
not in the name.
You could see if I could use the kitchen.
They do have a house drink that's called the Nut.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm good. Let's go see if we can find some local merchants that or some merchants that are traveling the same way we're going, or find some leads on some potential merchants that might be.
Give me some investigation or perception checks.
You know what?
Perception.
I will give an investigation check.
I actually have a higher...
That's a nat 20 for a 33.
Jesus!
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
and that's a 24 for me.
I got a
Man
9 in
alive.
investigation.
I see everything.
Fucking juggernauts over here.
Jesus.
Yeah, you and Seeker. I mean, Seeker. It's in your name. You guys look for a couple minutes before you see. There is a large caravan of probably 8 to 10 full like cargo wagons that is here like in town, and it takes you just a couple minutes to find them. They are like there are a couple merchants that belong to this caravan downstairs here in the King's Nut.
Seeker will point them out to Elsie and says he's the one that's doing most of the talking.
Huh?
And look at Santo. Those are merchants of the material plane, correct?
Yeah, they're part of the caravan.
Let's not call them
There's-
of the material plane, please. You already make yourself. You already look rare enough. We don't need to add to your language skills.
It's like
But
someone from Canada going, "These are American merchants, right?"
I was thinking more an alien saying Earth merchants. But
Yeah,
you know.
right. There we go.
okay, so those are merchants. Those are what
Yes.
you were looking for, yes?
Yes, and I'll flag. I'll go wave to one and see if I can't bring a thing of ale with me over to see if I can get chummy with a few of them.
I'll say I have tankards aplenty if you want to take those. I have 2 of them.
Oh, that works.
Awesome. Yeah,
I'll
you
start
bring
pouring
those
drinks.
over.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
start pouring
start-
drinks.
start making drinks for these boys. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, perfect. That's what I'm good at. That is. Let's see. Well, that is a 28, good sir.
28.
I do have
Yeah.
a +9. Yes.
Yeah, you yeah, just about charm the pants off of these guys. Thankfully not quite, but you do come up to these guys and they are a little defensive at first. They're traveling with a shitload of goods. So they're wary of just about anyone coming up to them, but they see as you bring a couple huge filled tankards over to them and start joking and laughing, give them a couple of your cigars, and y'all start kind of just lounging back, exchanging stories and having a good time. They are fully on your side now.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up. If any of you guys traveling through the Forsaken Wastes or up in that direction, me and my group are a group of adventurers looking to tag along as a caravan guard, make a little bit of money. So if you know of anybody or looking for anybody,
No fucking shit, huh? Hey, Tommy, wasn't we just talking about this? You see this, like, bigger guy that he's up next to goes, "Yeah, but, we kinda, a lot of people go missing in those passes. We never really had the money to hire protection. We will if we get this bit of goods off, won't we?" And he kind of nudges his buddy and he goes, "Yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to be set after this. Fucking set."
Well, I mean, if you're looking, we're just looking for some the travel fee expenses paid for and food. It'd cost you a lot less for it. Call that good. Me and we got 2 other members be catching up with us later. A paladin and a caster who are part of our party. We had to split off, unfortunately, as the caster's looking for his familiar. You know, casters can be.
No shit. You just want food
Food
for
and
travel?
if you're willing to help, or if you're willing to, pay for any inn that we have to stay along the way. If we do, then yeah. Anything we
Shit,
kill,
can we
we
get that
keep.
in writing?
Yeah, anything
Hell
we kill, we
yeah,
keep.
dude.
That's fine.
We're heading down to Earthreach right now to drop all this shit off. But once we get paid and shit, we'll absolutely grab some stuff to head that way.
What kind of goods you selling, by the way?
Mostly iron products.
I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm a paladin. I am a cleric to a good god. If there's a problem here, you need to let me know now.
Yeah,
And just
no,
turn us
dude,
down.
Don't even worry about that. It's just it's a little sensitive subject, you know. It's best not to talk about it here inside.
That's fair. Why don't you let me know when you get a chance then, and we can discuss that. As long as you're not dealing any cargo we're against, we're more than happy to stick with the contract I mentioned.
Yeah, no worries, absolutely.
I nod and I kind of stand up, taking the 2 tankards that were Santos with me, and go back to the party and kind of fill them in on what's going on.
Yeah, you head back. You hear a message in your head about a minute later, and see this guy very like trying as hard as he can to be subtle, like with a hand over his mouth and his finger pointing at you like under the table to cast this spell.
Mm-hmm.
You hear in your head, we're transporting an ass load, like a fuck ton of gold and other material ores.
Okay.
Alright, I'll just look at Santo and Dragon Bait and go, yeah, I think we're good for our contract for what they're looking for. So once Meridian and Gorian eventually catch up with us, we should be able to travel with them a lot. They're going to drop off their goods. I don't know if they'll want us to tag along with them, but we should be alright. Nothing questionable.
Alright.
I mean, if we have to wait for them anyway, we may as well walk them down to where they're going, right? Make sure nothing happens.
Alright. You good with they just cover our food expenses and if we have to stay at an inn?
If
Yeah,
we get
that's fine.
ingredients, I could make enough for them too.
They confirmed anything we kill, we keep. So I'll turn back around, walk back over to the group, and ask them if they're interested in hiring us on as guards for down to Earthreach for the same contract.
They kind of look at each other. Hell yeah, man. I mean, I will say there was a town between here and Earthreach, but last time we traveled through it, it was all rubble, so there's not going to be any more ends to pay for your guys' way along the way. So I'm just above board. That's not really going to be a thing down to Earthreach.
That's no issues. Food-wise is mainly the coverage. We're hunting monsters anyways. It's a good experience for us, and we're heading up north anyways, so this will be a good way to get through.
Hey, fucking sounds good, man. Let's get this in writing just to make sure we're all on the up and up, you know? Me and Tom have been burned before, so.
That's fair. No issues. This is better than what our plan was, which was to get a boat and go up north.
Ooh, yeah. I've heard the seas aren't really where you want to be these days.
Fair enough.
Yeah, lots of fucking pirates and shit. Land's much better.
Pirates, you say? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, among other things. You see, he starts to write up. It's like he tries to use a couple big legal words, but it's mostly just like a written agreement between you two. That you'll pay for like food and housing and shit around the travel, and you will put in reasonable effort. And his writing, he writes it as reasonable effort to protect the caravan, the people and products both.
That's fair.
Well,
don't worry, we've got healing, we've got people who can keep you alive even if you get struck down. You're traveling with people who are good at what they do. Just don't make any deals with our leader, please. That's all I ask.
Deals?
Just he's got a weird thing about it. He's a Navy man, likes the ocean. He holds you to your word if you tell him something.
Oh, gotcha.
So keep that in mind.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, we'll let us know when you're ready to head out, and we'll make sure we're ready to go. And I'll let you know when our party mates are expected, so that way you're not surprised by them showing up. Because we are adventurers. We probably look a little sketchy walking around.
Yeah, it's weird. Is that your golem?
Unfortunately, we call him dragon bait. As you can probably guess
Dragon
why.
bait? I apologize. I can't imagine anyone would want to golem that fucking rusted and breaking down.
We figure he's rare. We haven't seen anything like that around here. No one else travels with him in these parts, so we're worried a dragon might try and pick him up. We joked about covering him in grease or bacon fat, but that was turned down.
Well, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Does Seeker hear this chat at all? Being loud enough.
Don't you dare, Seeker.
Honestly, the King's Nut is not loud enough right now, to really hinder that. But there is. It's very strange. This building has a very warm hearth in it. That kind of warms the entire room from over where it's at, even though it's not incredibly large. And you all hear the fire crackling pretty loud in here. And as you try and listen in on their conversation, you mostly just hear wah, 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 Charlie Brown noises with drowned out by the sound of the fire.
You know what? That's fine.
All right.
I just want to check and see if Seeker heard Al basically insulting him again.
No, you would not.
It's not an insult to be called dragon bait. In fact, that's a compliment. It means you're valuable enough to be picked up by a dragon and taken away. That means you're at least worth the amount of a couple gold coins, assuming that dragon collects gold coins.
Oh,
all right.
Seeker, did Santo get any food?
I mean, I don't see a reason
Seeker sees the food and just looks depressed.
Yeah, normal food isn't exactly super high quality, little dude.
Remind me to get a way to carry more ingredients for you guys. That's just sad.
Amazing. The guy goes, all right, well, you've signed. You're technically in our employ, so you know what? Sign of good faith. Tonight's on us, man.
Well, you lucked out then. Our Blue Hawaiian leader is not here to drink you out of house and home.
Oh, shit. Blue Hawaiians?
Yeah, he knocked out an orc after the guy insulted him for drinking a Blue Hawaiian. Just
you know what?
Full on fist fight.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll keep that one to myself then.
Yep. Yeah. So, you know what? I'll tell you what. And I call over for one of the barkeeps to get their attention and order a couple of Blue Hawaiians for the table.
Yeah. You see this, very, stereotypical fantasy, busty barmaid comes over and brings you guys some drinks. All right. They pay for your stay at the inn tonight. Would you like to continue to keep watches?
What do you think, Santo?
I mean, I can if you want. We can.
You are in a room, and like there's a tiny hut inside this room
It's
that
true.
you set up. So you're like
We should
layered
be.
in here.
All right. We'll skip watch and just crash for the night.
All right.
I'll go
You
into rest
guys
mode right by the door.
sounds good. You y'all go into rest mode. Get your rest for the night and get the first like early before dawn morning rise that you've had in a hot minute.
Seeker would already be awake. He'd bust out of rest mode right at the end of the 6 hours. Always ready to go.
Sounds good. You guys already hear commotion from the outside. Just the people in the caravan getting their wagons ready.
The spell would have worn off by now. That's
Your disguised self?
Yep, it only lasts an hour, so overnight it would have worn off.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
Seeker makes a note to get something he can enchant so that it doesn't take a spell from him constantly.
And we'll get his plate armor on and get ready to go.
Yep.
All right.
Seeker gets the blanket from
You
Santo
guys
and wraps
get
himself
dressed.
in it.
Get ready. Oh, you're not disguising. You're just wrapping yourself in the blanket again.
Yep.
All
And
right.
basically putting
Bottled
myself
up
putting
in my
myself
arms.
like a sack over. Okay, yeah, in his arms.
All right. Yeah. Literally a weightless sack in your arms. As you just like carry him downstairs. A couple times as you're like going downstairs, going down in elevation and stuff, you actually have to pull him down into your arms again. Before he realizes and
weight
like makes himself
1 pound.
weigh like an ounce to like just keep gravity keeping him in your arms.
Oh, God.
Sorry, not used to being carried.
And you see the caravan is already set up, ready to go. And these two gentlemen that you were talking to last night, the kind of leaders of this caravan, are just like checking their oxen, checking the yokes, making sure they're all taut and made ready. And the like more lithe one, this kind of like slightly shorter, skinnier guy comes over to you and he goes, "All right, really cool. We didn't have to come get you guys. Let's get on our way."
Sounds good.
All right. You start on your way out of Tarvel Keep. The crisp morning air kind of bringing this like cold, fresh sensation to your lungs as you see the morning sun rise over in the east. This beautiful sunrise, throwing colors of red and yellow and purple all over the morning sky. As you guys head out of Tarvel Keep and down south. What do you guys say? Probably one more day of travel and we'll finish things up?
Sure, I'm good.
Sure.
All right. Who wants to roll the last D100?
If we're cycling back around, I got it.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds right to me.
46.
46. All right. All right. You guys get going. This is going to be a full day of slightly slower travel as these wagons are filled with goods. Got to make sure that all of them are going at the same pace. It takes a little bit longer to travel with them. Give me perception checks, all of you, as you have been hired as guards, so you are all actively keeping a lookout.
Sounds good.
33. I got another nat 20.
Oh man,
Holy
I'm gonna try and compete with that. 12 again.
16.
Nice. Fucking insane, guys.
Watchtower.
Yep. Turns out you
I
make
have
a really
a
good
bonus
caravan
because I'm
guard.
in Santo's arms.
They just see a golem being swaddled, and I'm gonna have to explain that later to them. You know that, right?
Look, I'm just saying, and it's not evil because I can totally use him as a really good projectile weapon. All right.
True.
You can yeet me, and I'll keep myself neutral until the point of contact. Then I'll be
Yeah, exactly.
the planet.
Oh lord.
Wait, nothing. Think about the force I could throw you with.
Fucking amazing. 33, you said?
Uh-huh.
With a nat 20.
Yep.
It's so funny because his stealth bonus has gotten so much higher.
Oh, is it Market?
You first met him.
Oh no.
But you still fucking see him.
Poor Marcus.
You guys are walking along the road. And Santo,
Yeah.
unable to escape the eye of a man, given one of the most divine blessings imaginable, you see 2 grains of sand off in the distance. Two just like molecule-sized little tiny things. And there's something invisible over there. Someone invisible.
Since
and
I
watching you.
there, how far away is it?
About 60 feet up the road.
I cast Hold Person, because if I can technically see them even though they're invisible.
Alright. Cast Hold Person.
There is no chance for him to actually make the save.
No, he totally can, especially if he's gotten stronger. It's possible. Just roll high.
His armor does give him advantage against spells.
Oh. And I will motion to the other 2. There's something invisible watching us up the road.
That's still just a 16.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Seeker will pass off the lantern to L. You can go make it visible with this.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'm holding him still.
El's gonna use, or is gonna shout to the caravan to pause that we have found someone who's stealthing up on the caravan, and we're gonna deal with it.
Yeah, they all immediately stop. You see the big guy and the skinny guy, these 2 that you were talking to the other night. They kind of separate themselves and get a little closer to you guys, as the rest of the caravan goes into a little bit of a defensive mode. They come over and you approach with your lantern.
Yeah, Santo, watch, make sure that no one gets at the caravan. Keep him held. I'll go after him.
Yeah, just if you're gonna restrain him, do it quickly. I can't hold this very long.
Yeah, and you only have to get within 30 feet, so that once within 30 feet of it, and it's on.
Wait, is that? Are you using Mage Hand?
No, this is Lantern of Revealing.
No, I'm talking about Chest or Santo.
No, I'm using Hold Person. It only lasts a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll jog up as quick as I can.
Yeah, you jog up with the lantern, and as the light that it casts washes over this extremely large ogre, you see a
Oh.
massive ogre wearing full plate made out of this beautiful, like, crystalline glass material, with a sword about as tall as him, hanging on his back, and literally just like held in the paralyzed in this crouched position, looking at you.
I'm gonna ready command her as soon as I notice him start to move as the spell will break. And I'm just gonna.
You see his body shaking. He's like actively fighting it.
Sir, do you mind explaining why you're here?
He's paralyzed.
Right?
What'd you say?
Isn't this Garg, right?
This is Grag.
It's Greg. I'm gonna say, oh, hey, Greg.
You know him, Santo?
I've met him once.
Do I kill him?
I don't think you can, nor should you.
That's fair.
You hear
Good sir.
through his like closed, paralyzed mouth.
Oi, drop the spell, let him free. If he's not here to do us damage, there's no point in hurting him.
Yeah, I'll drop it. So what you here for?
You drop it, and he like collapses a little bit and catches himself. Ooh.
I'm sorry about that.
Spell.
Oh, no. You're a friend of Santo's, I assume.
Yes. Santo good.
Alright, well, we apologize for holding you there. We're guarding a caravan. Did you have business, or are you just trying to avoid people?
Business.
Santo, help!
Yeah, I got it. You can head back to the caravan.
Thank you.
I'm sticking with Sancho, swaddled up in his arm still.
You head back. These two guys approach you and they're like, "Hey man, what the fuck is that?"
He's a friend of Santo's, don't worry.
Should I tell everyone to like
get ready? We should be alright.
Get things ready to go again?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
He's gonna talk to him, make sure that the ogre doesn't bother us, and we're gonna keep moving.
Alright. Tommy, stay over here. Keep an eye on him. And Tommy goes, "Man, I'm not big enough for that."
Santo will give like a thumbs up to you, like, I got it, don't worry.
Listen, if Santo said that if I can't take him on, I don't think you want to try that, good sir.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Let's wait by the caravan and give them their space. I don't want to irritate the gentleman in case he wants his privacy.
All right, fair enough. Santo, you head over. Santo.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
You doing good?
We're trying to. We're protecting these people.
That's good.
Seeker, still in Santo's arms, is looking up at this giant ogre.
Yeah, just hang out. Don't worry.
Greg, I apologize. One thing I did fuck up on. I'm so sorry. This guy doesn't have a sword.
Oh,
this guy has a hammer.
Oh.
That's why I was confused. I was
that's my bad.
I was like,
I just realized I said that.
Garg and Grag.
Yeah, Garg has the sword. Grag has the hammer.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Greg, I'll be honest. What's your? Because we found you watching this world. We found your friend, Garg watching us before too.
Garg. You see he gets like really upset at the mention.
No, don't worry. We haven't seen him in a while.
Fuck is going on?
Do you want to walk back to the group?
Garg bad.
I know, big guy.
Garg hates the moon.
No, I know. We've talked about this before. Yeah.
Where are you trying to lead this guy?
I'm just leading him a little off to the side so we talk.
Got you. Yeah, you lead him off to the side. He goes, Santo.
Yeah?
They have anything tied to sun?
Do? If you wait here, I can go ask.
I'm here to smash.
Please don't smash.
Yeah, just stay here for a second. I'll go ask. I'll walk up to the big guy that was apparently watching. Hey, so I know he's a weird guy. Do you guys have something related to the sun in some way?
What?
I don't know. He hates one of them hates the sun, one of them hates the moon. They're a weird duo. I've met him like once.
There's two of them?
Yeah, the other one hates the other celestial body. I don't know. He claims you have something related to the sun. He hates the sun. I'm just curious.
What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, yeah. We one of the little bits of our cargo is some unrefined sunstone.
Santo, why don't you didn't you mentioned your vision? Why don't you mention something about or if he's looking for his brother? Wouldn't his brother be back in the town we came from, back in Jotunfell?
Yeah, I can tell that. I just need to make sure before, so I knew how to talk to him here.
Yeah, just
and I'll walk.
Okay.
I'll walk back over to Greg. You know, I can totally use Paylor falling as a reason for Greg to go to the.
That's fair.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. So here's the thing, Greg. Okay.
Yes.
It's technically, in a way, not sun related, but, you know the town, the big town that way, and I'll point towards where Jotunfell was.
Where I met you.
Yeah. We saw the god of the sun come down.
I did too.
Oh shit, he knows!
I hate him.
Huh.
You know what? I'm going to try something.
He's bad.
So here, I promise you, if you go deal with that, whatever's happening, because we don't know exactly what's happening, we'll deal with the stuff on the caravan, I promise.
We are getting rid of it.
You promise?
Never lied to you before.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Alright, make sure to stay safe, big guy.
Good.
Yeah, stay safe.
I will go smash the sun.
Oh, we're never seeing him again.
And I'll let him.
You know what? If he's strong enough to kill Bane.
He kills Paylor, though, we're in a lot of trouble.
I doubt he will. Dude, Paylor already left.
That's fair.
It's not an issue.
For at least 3 more days.
Well, no, because Paylor got out of the blast. He didn't get reset.
I know, but the fact he may come back down.
Paylor ran away.
Yeah, but he might come back when the other guy comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Because he came to fight the other guy.
I'll wait.
Alright, good luck, big guy.
Good luck, big guy.
And I'll walk back to the caravan.
Awesome. You walk back to the caravan. And you see as Grag starts to walk away, light kind of shimmers off of his suit of armor, and even though he's being like loud, like thumping along, you see as he starts to go invisible, he like crouches down and becomes almost entirely imperceptible by almost all of you.
I'll he's like gone before talking to the caravan guy again.
Yeah. You guys get on the road for a little bit, and then before you're sure he's gone.
Santo kind of lets out a sigh and is like, he wanted to smash the caravan. Oh god.
Can we keep that to ourselves?
Why?
I feel like our employer should know what's going on, and I got him to leave.
That's fair.
Why did he hate the sunstone?
How much sunstone are we carrying?
About 2 tons.
Yeah, that explains why he was here. Well,
okay, so do us a favor.
Santo
Yeah, let's
Bingo
not
and
trade in
Gypsy
sunstone
Seeker
in this area anymore going forward.
Yeah.
They seem
Sorry,
around
didn't
here.
know it was a huge fucking problem.
No,
From
trust me, we didn't either until we met them for the
Wait,
first time.
do you have any moonstone?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
plenty.
Oh, shit.
No, if he shows up, I got it.
I mean, we're selling it. We're getting rid of
What
it.
the fuck, guys?
I don't know.
Listen, if you had done this without us, you wouldn't have been able to get through here.
Yeah,
Just be happy you met us.
They weren't here for us.
Holy
We just happen to know them because we've met them in our travels. Well, they have, I should point.
Wow.
Yeah, it comes in handy to have adventurers as your caravan guards. We tend to know a lot of people. Very powerful, magical people, unfortunately.
Powerful, strange people.
What the fuck?
Watch, now we're gonna run into a dragon that somehow knows one of us.
Yeah, I really don't know their story. I've met one of them twice and one of them once. One has a one called Sun Smasher, one has a one called Moon Slicer. I don't know why they hate them.
And Tommy, we gotta make this pretty clear. If they're mentioned, if you tell other people about them outside of the group you've met today that have seen them, they do seem to have a strange thing about finding you. So kind of keep that in mind. Let's not leave this on. Keep this on between us.
A strange thing about finding you.
Well, they keep finding us, so.
Well, that's the thing, though. This is the only time, because the other one guard, he followed us on purpose, because making sure we were doing good, and then he stopped, and we never saw him again.
I don't care. As far as I'm considering this, every time that we bring up their names, there's a chance they're going to show up at this rate.
I don't think they have, like, a magical gravitism. I think they just happen to be here.
You know, that you don't really, after the fact that they can just disappear from existence for all but you to see, Mr. Eagle Eye.
Hey, he just turned invisible. What do you mean?
Yeah, the rest of us couldn't see him. Somehow you did, though. That's concerning.
You know what, at this point, just...
As far as it goes, Tommy, let's keep this to us.
Well, if I'm curious, now he's gone, what was his role for stealth?
His roll was a 28.
Nice.
I can't even get hit. I can't even see him. There's no shot.
If you roll a nat 20, that's an auto success.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
In my world, so.
I'm warning you. At level 8, I'm going to get expertise in perception. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be very funny.
I'm going to say this: the highest I can get without that critical success is a 23, and that's utilizing all my ability.
I'll do it. Don't worry about perception. That's my job.
Nope. That's why he's here.
Yep.
But I'm going to reach a hand towards L for the lantern back.
Oh yeah, of course. Here you go, Dragon Babe.
It's Seeker. Thank you.
Oh yeah. By the way, thank you for letting me use it. That came in real handy.
It's why I made it. Just like I made the ring, and you don't want to see what it does.
I'm glad you're starting to catch on, Dragon's Babe.
Santo's gonna get. Seeker's gonna whisper to Santo. It can restore magical energy.
No, but once you start walking, he'll look at Seeker and be like, I think he likes you. We start walking.
I don't think
Tommy
so.
comes over. Hey, what's that ring do?
The ring I have?
Boy, no buying things from our golem.
I crafted it. It's not a permanent enchantment, but it can restore magic energy.
Are you still like fully cloaked up right now?
Fully swaddled up with my face mostly hidden, yes.
I never put him down. Still holding him.
Okay. Just this like little golem. He goes, "Oh, that's a pretty cool ring." And excuse you, I can speak with your golem. It's not like I'm gonna persuade it to do anything.
No.
And he just kind of like has a little laugh to himself.
I mean, he just likes being carried. I'm not exactly trying to get in the way of anything.
Yeah, man.
I am very
Listen,
light.
we can put him on a cart or something. That guy's got to weigh 100 pounds.
I
At
kind of,
least.
I casually put a hand under and lift him over my head.
He's got strong arms. He's the one who carries our bag that's like thousands of pounds. Trust me. If anybody's strong enough to lift him, that's Santo.
I mean, if they had cloth for me to work on, I could make stuff for them to sell.
Your bag is thousands of pounds.
I'll set the bag on the ground and motion to it.
Pick it up.
He goes over and lifts up the bag, no problem.
Oh,
does he have a belt? Does he have a belt of giant strength on him?
Well, you'd only need 19 strength.
Oh, fair.
And I'll motion to L to try the same.
Nope.
Dude, it's like this bag is empty. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, so running theory, I think if you're not strong enough, the weight changes. Because I can lift it no problem, like it weighs nothing. But when everyone else tried to pick it up, it wouldn't move.
Listen, I'm here as support. I ain't here to do the heavy lifting.
When we set up camp, I can cook everybody.
Oh, yeah. Seeker there's a good cook. Everyone's eating his food, no questions asked. Bring your lunches over to him. He'll make you something better than you've eaten at the inns.
Oh, cool. And if he looks over to, like, between you and Santo, which of you own this thing?
I'm on loan.
I think technically Santo.
Santo, if you ever want to sell that ring your golem has, by all means, let me know. I'd be pretty interested in buying.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And he kind of heads back. You guys keep the caravan moving. South, you reach this village made of rubble. And it gets dark, and this is where the caravan kind of chooses to stay for the night.
To be able to get up and cook, Seeker will cast disguise self and pop out and start cooking.
All right. What do you cook tonight?
I actually have something in mind for this. I would be making traveler stew.
What's traveler stew?
It depends, but it usually consists of a bunch of random vegetables and meats and shit that different travelers have gotten along the way. They all throw something into the stew and it combines.
It's just stuff made of what you have on hand.
Yeah.
Stone soup. I remember this. I think there's a song about it.
Yeah.
Want me to roll my survival check?
Yeah. Plus proficiency.
You know, I think stone soup's a lot darker.
23.
23. This soup comes out. And, you know, he goes around the caravan, different people, like, hucking in, different, like, vegetables. You see some people, have, like, some pepperoni that they want to add to the soup, and, some people have, just, like, you know, different dried meats and shit. And Seeker prepares it all, opens a little compartment, and his leg, and grabs out some different herbs and such to spice this exactly as he believes will kind of perfect all of these flavors mingling together. And this probably is the best meal that El and Santo you've ever had in your life. It honestly really fucking upsets probably you, El, that you've had some amazing soups and stews prepared by some of the finest chefs in your lands, and they didn't add up to this.
It is what it is.
Yep. Is what it is. This little robot serves around this stew to everybody in the caravan. You taste it for yourself, Seeker.
Yeah, I will not eat an actual portion. I will just eat tasting soup.
Yeah.
And stew, that way I don't throw them off.
Consistency is good. Flavor is good. You have very high standards for food.
This is probably a 7.
This is probably a 7. Like it's around the sort of average that you can be expected to put out, with like the conditions that you have. So it's not like a disappointing 7 at all. It's just,
No, just
that's kind of where it's at.
A kitchen I can throw around easy.
Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, you guys eat, and the caravan sits here. Y'all taking watches?
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, Seeker will take up a watch. I'm recasting, or he'll make sure he sets up somewhere that he can't be seen. If he can't, then he will recast this guy's self on himself throughout his watch.
Okay. No worries.
I do have a question though.
Sure.
Would I be able to set up 4 tiny objects with a property that will emit a noise when something walks near it?
Absolutely.
I will do that, then setting up sort of a 4-corner defense
Yeah.
along the main pathways to the area.
What noise do you set up for it?
It will be a loud metallic screeching sound, something that is unmistakable in this area.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
And he will tell Santo and L that he has done this, so that they don't get as surprised, and
Gotcha.
tell the
Yeah,
caravan as well.
You let everybody in the caravan know exactly where these stones are placed. So if anyone needs to like get up and go piss in the woods, they don't accidentally walk by this and wake everybody up. Absolutely, you set these around, and everyone give me your perception checks.
All right. Wow, Santo, you really whirled poorly there today.
That's
Yeah.
a 7 for me, because I'm gonna have to pop a built for success.
17.
Sadly, only a 21 this time.
Wow, what a failure!
Yeah,
Really.
right.
I know, right? I'm sorry.
God damn it, Santo! We expected more from you.
You have one
I'm
job
Damn,
in this
dude,
group.
what was that? A natural 2? Wow.
No, that was an 8. No, it's not that bad. Don't worry. My love is not high. I wish. That'd be hilarious.
God damn it.
Amazing. Yeah, you all take your watches. Seeker and L, you guys don't really see anything throughout the night.
Shocker.
Huge
Go hide
shocker.
myself under a blanket.
Santo.
Yep.
This place is unsettling. It makes sense why you all made camp here. It really does. But you still see like sort of craters and divots in the ground where you and your party originally dug up the bodies of the people who died in these different like houses and buildings that were reduced to rubble.
Santo's flaw also plays in. He remembers every case that he has not saved.
Yes. And it distracts you a little bit. And you hear a screeching metallic sound from the side of this camp closest to the river.
Oh no. It's the other one.
Fuck hiding myself, because I'm gonna need that spell slot. That would get me up and in action, rushing over as fast as I can.
All right.
To see what's going on.
Yeah, everybody wakes up. Santo, you're kind of broken out of this this super in-depth thought that you've been pondering. And you look over and see, for the first time in a while, you don't see anything. You see this as Seeker runs over to this little stone that's shrieking, that he enchanted to be like a early warning sign. He runs over, looks around.
If I don't see anything, I'm lighting up the lantern of revealing.
You light up the lantern of revealing, and you see there are about 4 spectral entities revealed by this lantern.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
All like slowly drifting around, one of them staring down at the stone that is still squealing.
I will deactivate the stone. It looks like these are just ghosts. It's not like this is something special to the material plane. Would have ended up seeing some probably floating throughout the astral sea from people who died.
Santo, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, are you gonna be taken
Nat
over?
20, 33.
Fucking Christ.
Divinity fights back.
Santo, you before he turns the lantern off, you see one of these specters, and it's very difficult to read any like specific features, and it's almost a curse at this moment that your eyes are so keen. As you look at one of these, and it makes eye contact with you right before the lantern goes out and it fades again. And it is the innkeeper. You see the face of the innkeeper at this inn where you and your party all kind of met up, and yeah. You feel a kind of gut-wrenching horror as there's no magical effect here. Your mind is starting to slip. Just with seeing his face and knowing this information, and you feel yourself kind of hold on and just barricade this grief away.
I would say, is this limited by the fact that, because when you cursed me, you also took away my apathy.
He has lost empathy and apathy. God damn.
No, it was just empathy. So I can't feel exactly. Those are muted.
Yes.
I think you said they weren't gone; they're just muted.
Yeah. There is also that like
curse became useful.
It's strange. It's very, very hard for you to understand exactly why you feel this way. But you do. Nevertheless, the caravan is awake. And Tommy, the big guy, runs over and he goes, he like wipes his eyes a little bit and he goes, "What the fuck? Are we
just
are
ghosts?
We fighting? Are we running? What's going on?"
It's fine. Just ghosts. Don't turn on anything that can see invisibility.
Just ghosts?
Well, we are in a ruined village. I expect very many violent deaths. Luckily, there's priests here. They should be able to handle it.
Santa, are you okay?
Huh? What?
We got dead people. We got a job to do. And this is kind of what we're being fed for.
Yeah,
By the way, does Tommy react to the changes in my material at all? Because I don't have it as guy self-running and I don't have time to cast it.
Oh, you don't?
before he runs over. Yeah.
Yeah, he's staring at you.
Shh! I have to keep what I made of a secret.
Tommy, it's above your pay grade. Just trust me. If something's made of that much money, you just need to step away from it. That's the life lesson I've lived by, and it's kept me alive. We got ghosts to deal with.
I know the spell specifies corpses, but would funeral rites technically help ghosts move on?
It could, yeah.
Then I'll do that. It'll take an hour, but I can do that and help them move on.
We can also we can both turn undead, can't we?
Don't know if they're too strong for it, and this is assured to help them move on.
That's fair. All right,
Easy.
you heard him there, Seeker. Let's we're guarding Santo here. The rest of
I'm
the caravan prep for combat.
Yes, I'm
still hide.
Well, we don't know. We don't want anybody getting possessed, so keep everyone kind of as close to each other as possible in case something happens.
I'm
keep
going
an
to
eye
hand
out.
off.
Yeah, so I'll set up the incense. I'll get ready to pray, and it'll take a straight hour of work.
Can I roll an Arcana check to know not to look in the face of a ghost for them to tell Tommy?
Oh, no. So, Santo seeing that ghost's face, wasn't
Okay, so it wasn't
like a magical
effect.
saving throw. It was a psychological saving throw.
It's my
I will
fault.
then pass Lantern revealing off to Tommy. This will help you guys spot things invisible. Just stay within the bright light.
Just keep
Please
everyone
return
away from the
on.
ceremony area. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, well, Seeker, why don't you protect the Santo here? I'll make sure to watch the civilians.
Understood. Creating cannon.
Good man. Santo, don't die.
Do you disguise yourself, Seeker?
At this current moment, there's no point, and it'd be a waste of a spell slot if combat starts. Is how Seeker's looking at it. It's resource management.
All right.
Just keep it
So
over there.
he'll create the.
Goes. All right. Good plan. Sure. He's like hesitating to break line of sight with Seeker.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna snap my
but
finger.
eventually he turns. Yeah, you snap at him and he goes, right. And he turns and heads to the rest of the caravan.
As I'm running with him, I'm gonna mention, just remember, if this does go badly, he's cursed by something very magically powerful. Is all we think that's going on. That's why he's made of that. It's not worth it. Imagine you getting stuck with that curse.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Eldritch Cannon that I'm creating is the flamethrower, and I will make sure it is.
Oh, good, reliable.
No,
Yeah.
good, old reliable is Force Ballista, but flamethrower seems like the better choice in this instance because of the AOE effect.
Oh, they're ghosts. We don't even know if we can hit them, to be fair. We just need to make sure no one gets possessed or anything like that.
If anything it would be an Eldritch Cannon.
Yeah.
If the
So to anyone hearing the prayers, he is praying in Quarry.
Don't
So to
know
anyone
it.
else, it would just sound like weird
Yeah, no.
chanting.
Nope, don't know what you're speaking.
I wouldn't be able to hear it. It's fine.
The language of the dream.
Yeah. Your passive perception is 15, L?
Yeah.
You see this guy, Tommy's friend, the skinny one, who I will say you never really asked the name of.
Nope, they're our employer. That's all that matters.
Yeah. He hears this strange chanting in a weird language, and actually like cocks his head and turns over to it.
I will also prep and cast Sanctuary on Santo to keep anything that's going to attack. I'm going to have to pass a Wisdom save.
Sounds good. You do this. You are not attacked throughout the process of this ritual. These ghosts do not seem to have any malice towards any of you, especially now that you turned the alarm off.
Which I will keep it off until this is done, and then I will see if I can alter the enchantment a little bit to specify living things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or things with a physical form, actually, is what I will specify. There we go.
I'm gonna while I'm running over, I'm gonna cast message to Seeker real quick. And I'm gonna say, your cover story is that you're cursed by a powerful wizard. Remember that. We don't want them trying to use you or trying to steal you.
Sorry for breaking cover.
I'll just make sure to stay with the people and watch Tommy and his friend who's watching Santo chant, because that's caught my curiosity. I want to watch to see how he relax.
Absolutely. You see, they're still all on their guard. They've kind of moved the wagons and the caravan into a more defensive formation, like goods in the middle, livestock, in a ring around, and them in a ring around that. But this ceremony goes off in an hour without a hitch.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, and who has the lantern?
I would have given it to L to go with Tommy then, since he went with
Gotcha.
Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there were never really any spirits around you guys throughout this process.
Mm-hmm.
But Santo, you complete this ceremony, and you all see this this thin gold line ripple across the ground, and like a circle around Santo, rippling outwards, covering this area for just a second. And you feel this ceremony take place as spirits return to their afterlives.
Good news. Looks like we're clear, folks. Get back to getting your camp and resting. And I'm gonna look at Tommy and his friend and say, I think we should have a good long word tonight.
Seeker's gonna fix the enchantment and walk back over to where he was under a blanket and get himself back under it. Standing up.
Amazing. Yeah, you bring Tommy and his friend over. Yeah, we should talk. As like the rest of the caravan kind of gets back in its regular formation, and they get back going to bed. They come over. Hey, so you're fucking cursed, huh?
Are they talking to me while I'm underneath the blanket?
Yes.
The blanket just looks like it's nodding.
Yeah, he got cursed by we think by some wizard. We found him in the middle of a field and he looks like this. We're pretty sure he was some sort of thing beforehand. And now he looks like this. So, I know what you're thinking. He ain't worth what you're hoping, though, because once that curse is gone, he's got no value. And even with it, you can't get the materials off of him. Trust me. First thought that came to my mind, too.
Well, fair enough. Tommy's friend comes over, the skinny one, and he goes, You mind if I try and get a read on what this curse is?
Yeah. It's our problem to deal with. We're taking him up north for this reason, and we'd like to keep it private. Keeps you all out of danger, as part of our contract.
I'm gonna actually pull the blanket off a bit. If curse is spreadable, because wizard magic is weird sometimes, it would be bad for you to end up in similar state.
You
Don't wanna put
mean
two
it could
people in
spread
danger.
by me touching you?
It can't spread. Don't listen to him as far as it goes. We're just dealing with it ourselves, and we'd like to keep the matter private because we're not 100% sure what we're dealing with, and we've already dealt with some very dangerous and powerful beings prior. So we're making sure that this isn't it, and we don't want to involve people who aren't capable of dealing with it.
Hey, man. You don't want to involve other people, fair enough. Just figured I'd offer.
I appreciate the offer, but as you can imagine, we do have two
back under
clerics.
the blanket.
All right. He kind of shrugs. I liked your ceremony, boss.
I'll give a little head bow.
Yeah, good shit. Not too many speak that. And
As
they
far as-
both turn and walk away.
Sam was just thinking to himself, as far as I know, I thought it was just me and Meridian. Huh.
Good work, Santo. Dragon bait, you did well keeping him safe. We keep this up, this will be a good setup for us getting up north.
Hoping it goes well.
I guess we'll just return to our duties, or at least I will.
Yeah. There was no
Yep, if Seeker's had his 6 hours of long rest, he will want to try to work on something. Once it's over.
Sure. What do you want to work on?
He's gonna try to see if he can get the infusion to stick as a more permanent enchantment on the wooden ring.
Give me an Arcana check.
He will use Built for Success just to be safe. So that'd be 18 plus a d4 for a 20 in total.
20 total. Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
Then will.
All right.
And then end the infusion that is with the signet ring.
Sounds good. You end the infusion, taking your own personal power away from it and kind of waiting for a second. It's stable. You've successfully made it its own magic item.
Spell refueling ring. I've just made a custom item for right now. It has the same thing.
Sounds good. Cool. All right.
That,
Yeah, morning
really special
comes,
other than
and
make
we'll.
breakfast.
Yeah, you make breakfast. What do you make for breakfast?
You're making me hungry.
We'll keep it
I'm
simple
hungry
with
too.
some basic omelets.
Oh yeah. Oh, basic omelets. You know, just basic omelets. Just
Peppers,
Oh, I will
meat,
put the headphones
cheese.
down. No, I'm starving. Like, I'm gonna go make dinner in a minute.
put some spinach, olives, jalapenos.
You know what? Even more
Some-
spirit
some
food. I cast
sun-dried
guidance
tomatoes.
on the little guy.
Oh, damn it.
What'd you say?
He's
I
casting
cast
guidance on me
Another
for this
D4.
survival
Better
check.
food.
Oh god, I need that guidance.
Oh god, you did bad today.
I'll be using Built for Success for that as well.
What?
So that's only
How
a
many of
13
those
on the
do you
survival
have?
check. It's about as good as the food was the other day.
Yeah, it's an
It's
omelet.
still, it's basic to me. To them, it's
Yeah.
delicious.
It's still a very it's a great omelet. Way better than most of your travel food has ever been.
All you're reminding me of is the new anime that just came out about the summoner who fucking tamed a legendary beast by feeding it bacon.
Don't worry about it. Leave Fenrir out of this.
Yeah, thank you.
At this point, Seeker isn't gonna bother hiding from the because
You need to keep it. We don't want the other people seeing the rest of the caravan.
Okay, he'll make sure he pops out while he cooks and then gets back under the blanket to be carried later.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. And we'll end the session there before your next day of travel.
Day of travel.
Oof, not too bad. 3 hours.